Welcome to Vino Entertainment TV, which is based on Vino. We talk about firearm violence, domestic violence, devastating, and we also feed the unfortunate. Vino Entertainment TV is always out in the community, having fun, ain't it acting, cutting up. Hey, where you can find us at? It's out in the community, having fun. Hey, hey Leggin, how you doing, girl? You got your wine, girl? Get that wine. Let's get it. Hey, I'm just waiting right now for my co-host to get up in here and everything, and we got a lot to talk about. Man, we got to talk about these crazy people, y'all. And when I say crazy people, I'm really talking about crazy people. These people who is not doing the right thing, like they ain't got no sense. But hey, we will get started in a few minutes. I'm waiting for my co-host to get here, and we're gonna crank it up. We're gonna talk about the AI, the food we cause, talk about the data shortage. Hey, we gonna she fell off. I don't know where she run out to. Come on back, girl. Come on back, girl. She probably had a phone call or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna crank it up as soon as she get back. But hey Sarah, how you doing? Glad to see you, baby. Glad to see you. I always glad to see me some Sarah. Sarah always be up in the bushes, or she be dropping down. Or Sarah, I always hear her. So appreciate Sarah very, very much. Appreciate you. But yeah, so the world is going crazy. Not the one state. The world is going crazy behind Kamala Harris. This is gonna be a good show, man. This is gonna be a good show. Man, how good a show it's gonna be. I can't wait. I can't wait. And boy, look at her. It's gonna be a good one. Oh, you welcome, Sarah. Hey, Pap.
Hey, friend.
Girl, look at
Stream y'all
him.
kick me out.
Oh, did the girl. I'm glad you came
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
But look at him. What you think about Miss Harris, girl? What you think they gonna do? What it's gonna do, Pap? What it's gonna do? What it's gonna do, baby? What it's gonna do?
My thing is, she got kicked out the primary in 2020. What makes them think that somebody gonna vote for her now?
I don't know.
She was running for president in 2020. She got kicked out the primary because her polling was low, and she got kicked out the primary. Nobody didn't
Yeah,
want her ass up there. So what makes them think that she gonna get up there now?
I don't know, but look here. As soon as they said she gonna take over, they start pushing campaigns. They start pushing all kind of ads. I'm like, hey, but there was Sarah said, hey, Cassandra. I mean, this
Hey,
girl
Terry.
started doing all kind of stuff. I mean, they was waiting on her. I mean, man, say it's it's gonna be a live show.
It ain't gonna be no good because, like I said, they grasping at straws. That's what they doing. They grasping at straws. They fighting amongst themselves. They grasping at straws. They don't know what to do. The biggest thing is they don't want to lose the control. And the other mulatto Obama, he won't even endorse her.
Yeah,
And a lot of them really don't want her up there because she don't fit the profile.
no, she don't. They already saying that African American woman. But we know, remember me you had this talk before, remember?
Yeah, and they was talking. One said, one article I seen said first black woman, first Asian American woman. Okay, what is you? Black or you Asian American? You ain't black.
I
And
don't
and
know.
and and uh you got melanin in your skin because it was from Jamaica. And you aren't black. You don't identify with black. You don't identify with the black people in America. And a lot of black people is still that bullshit she did in California, locking all them niggas and then wouldn't let them out. The ones that's supposed to be the non-violent offenders that the Supreme Court of California told her to release. She didn't want to release them. She was talking about we need them to fight fire. Well, get them violent offenders to fight fire.
Hey, Dragon Baby.
You think if they ain't going out killing and hitting people in the head, they scared to fight fire? If the Supreme Court of California told you to let them out, let them out. Then you locked up that boy. You locked that boy up, had him in prison. I think it was like 6 years. I think, and he had been saying he was innocent the whole time. And the only evidence you had on him, he admitted he was the last person to see him. And then come to find out the man was innocent. He kept telling you that was his best friend. He would never kill him.
Yeah, and just took a man through the ringer.
Yeah, had that man on death row. Young man too, young black man had him on death row. And come to find out the Innocence Project found out that he really was innocent and they had to let him out.
Ain't that something? Let's check out this video right here.
The entire country of Cuba woke up 4 days ago to all of their bank accounts empty. Everyone in the entire country woke up with no money.
So how does that happen? What the fuck?
That's why I don't use banks.
We've been telling people about them banks. Y'all take y'all money out them banks. Y'all see they could have on air flights. Banks all over the world, not just in the United States, all over the world was shut down. I'm like, I couldn't believe what I was reading. The airports, some people cannot leave to tomorrow. Some flights won't be available to tomorrow.
It's a lot of them been stranded because Tamika, my friend Tamika, she said they had a layover, a 3-hour layover. They went to North Carolina last week or something, and she said they had a 3-hour layover because of that. Everything went down.
Yeah, and a lot of people said I heard on the news said that a lot of people won't be getting no flights until Tuesday. But my thing is, how they let that happen? How did that happen? How did it happen?
They talk about that goop, whatever it was upgraded and some kind of bug got into it. If you upgrading it, you supposed to be fixing. If you upgrade, you supposed to be making it better than what it was, and you upgrade it and everything went down. So if you either put it in there, put the bug in there, or you didn't know what you was doing. And I believe they put it in there because it was a dry run for what they trying to do with all this digital currency.
Well, the problem started to me. The problem started. It didn't start here, but that's when the data shorted and the data got affected when those spy balloons became in the air. That's when everything started. Just they got a lot of data. People got a lot of data when they put the spy balloons in the air. And the United States took so long by going there and trying to see what was going on. They had enough time to get all the data that they want from the United States. And
my thing is, if you ask me, the Defense Department of the United States get the most money. How in the hell that spy balloons got over here that close and y'all didn't know nothing about it? Y'all knew something about it.
Right. And I'm thinking that's when the data start getting messed up. When they start going through, when the spy balloon whip in the air, and they started receiving all kind of data and information. They said it for themselves. The spy balloons, they got data, internet stuff. They said the news said it itself. So now we down this point where we had a blackout on the airports and pay the banks. People couldn't get their cash, their paychecks. People couldn't get no money at the ATM machines. I mean, it was just screwed up. It was messed up.
I don't think that it was them spy balloons. I think it was the American government. Cause like I said, the Defense Department is they get more money than anybody. Any department in the government, the Defense Department get all the damn money. Y'all got all these high-tech weapons, y'all got all this high-tech equipment, everything. How the hell did the spy balloons get here and y'all wasn't paying attention?
Yeah.
That don't even make sense to me. That's how come I believe the government had something to do with it.
And ever since them damn spy balloons, my AT&T ain't worked right since then. You understand me? I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since then, my AT&T Wi-Fi have not been right. They've been going back and forth. AT&T done been hacked so many times. They firewalls ain't working. I mean, it's just a mess. But
yeah,
you think this happened this time? Wait till it happen again and see what's gonna happen. You see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I believe all this mess with Trump, even though somebody did try to take him out, and all this mess with Joe Biden, and all this mess with Kamala Harris, it's distracting for what they doing.
That's right.
They trying to distract the American people from the underhanded shit they finna try to pull.
That's right.
You ain't make me believe no different.
It's a distraction. It's 100%. It's 100% a distraction from everything that's going on.
I was telling everybody about 3 years ago, black people need to start hoarding cash money. Start keeping all your change, all your dollar bills and stuff. Just start hoarding it. Just start keeping it. Because even if they do come into digital currency, you can barter and trade with whatever you want to barter and trade. And if black people had to start doing like I said, because when they first started talking about the mess in 2021, that's when they first really start kicking it out, and people ain't paying no attention. That's when the Social Security went full digital. They started on the old first in 2021, January.
And see, we've been saying here on the show. Like I said, a lot of people don't be paying attention to my show, but let me tell you something. We give out knowledge. We give out the truth. We tell what's going on, and we've been talking about this for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, talked about it for a while. So if y'all weren't paying no attention, I'm gonna take you better still do what Pap say. Go get your money out them dang on banks and get you a bank at home, or save, or get you a soccer, get you a hiding place in your house, and start putting your dollar bills up. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna be worse this time. When it happens the next time, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I read it. We moved in this house in 2020, and I think it was like August, September. I read that article, and they said that they were gonna start their digital currency run with the old people, the Social Security, because them was the main ones that hadn't really gravitated to using debit cards and stuff. They still, the old people want to use money. So they were gonna use it with the Social Security and have everybody's stuff direct deposit, and you have to use them damn cards. That's why they started sending out them cards with the COVID checks. Wasn't nobody paying attention. I read that's when Nancy Pelosi old ass was still Speaker of the House.
I'm paying attention, goddamn. I'm wide awake.
And I started telling him, I told my husband friend, then I told Tamika, my friend, then I told you. I told my kids. I went in order. I told my mama there. I said, y'all black folks need to start when they during COVID, when they started talking about wasn't no money, you couldn't use no money and stuff. They didn't have no money. They weren't printing money, and they didn't have no change and all that. I just thought black folks need to start hoarding money. Yep. They need to start go back doing what they were doing, hiding their money in the house, keeping their money in the house, stacking up on their money, just stack up on their money. Everybody thought I was crazy.
No, you ain't crazy. They crazy. I look here, and they crazy. And right about now, they looking right about crazy. Let's go to the next video. Hold on.
Wait,
let me get this straight.
True,
You're
right?
saying that the major beverage companies, food companies, all of them are bribing
the scientists, bribing the regulatory agencies to endorse their formulas, their ingredients for food, to say that they're good, say that they're okay. And in fact, those ingredients are meant to addict people to the foods that they're selling.
It's the express purpose. I was shocked as a junior employee to see a list of names of professors from Harvard, from Tufts Nutrition School, from Stanford. And as a junior employee working for the food companies as a consultant, I steered money to those schools. The food industry funds nutrition research in this country 11 times more than the NIH. You are loath to find a nutrition researcher who's not directly paid with a direct consulting agreements bribes, and their research is predominantly funded by the food industry. I can tell you from working for this industry that that's not out of a philanthropic goodwill for unbiased research. The food industry is spending hundreds of millions of dollars on nutrition research to enhance their bottom line. It's to normalize these addictive foods.
Okay, so you say added sugar for 2-year-olds. So these cereals that they might eat that have all the cartoons on the front of them and that sort of thing, you're talking about the same mantra for a drug dealer.
Now, you know what? I believe that too. They are giving us food that we ain't never heard of. They adding stuff with stuff. They doing that. This is exactly what they doing. This is what
they doing. It. Too many people, and it wasn't on TikTok. A lot of it wasn't on TikTok. Some of it was on YouTube Shorts. Some of it was on Instagram. I know, because I seen this years ago how people was going overseas in Germany and other countries and talking about the same food, like cereals and Cokes and all that kind of stuff. It was totally different than the food that was over here. Same company, but them countries outlawed all them carcinogens, all things that cause cancer and all that excess sugar and fructose sugar and them dyes. They outlawed all that shit. Over here in America, these greedy, evil people, they don't give a damn, and it's out the pharmaceutical companies in with the food companies. And I'm one, I'll admit, I'm hooked on Coke. I've been hooked on Coke since I was 18, though.
But that's true though. That's what they're doing to the food. So that's why the food, that's why the food ain't right. That's why the food is not right. That's why the food is some of the food's made out of plastic, it's rubberish, and
yeah. I mean, but food companies, for the people, like that man said, get people addicted to their stuff. Like the kid, I be trying to tell them, I be trying to tell my friend, I try to tell my daughter, I try to tell all of them, stop feeding them kids all that bullshit. That's why they won't eat no food, because they hooked on that sugar shit in that bullshit, them cereals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm lactose intolerant. I learned about 30 years ago, for real. I actually realized what it was, that I was lactose intolerant, because every time I drank milk and eat ice cream, it fucked with my stomach. But I had started tasting the difference in the cereal then too.
Yeah,
it don't taste like it used to, and I don't want this.
See, that's what I'm saying. They trying us on new food. We they gimmick pig, a guinea pig. We they guinea pig. They try.
It ain't all that. Big Pharma is the main one behind it, because if they can entice the food company doing it to make money. They doing it to get addicted to that shit and keep buying it. But Big Pharma, it ain't fighting against it, because you keep eating that shit, you get sick, because it ain't worth a damn. It ain't nutritious. So therefore, you're going to run to the doctor and he going to keep your ass sick.
Yeah. And I believe that they are, and I do believe that they do pay the FDCA, whatever, to pass different foods along. I believe they pay people to pass their food. I believe that.
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why they got. I'm looking at so many articles and so many people talking about the Project 2025, and a lot of them, you listen to them, they try to sound intellectual, but they missing the whole damn point. I'm not upset with him killing all these government agencies, the EPA, the FDA, the Department of Education. I'm not mad about that at all. Because if he knocked the FDA out, that's gonna shut down all this. What's the word I'm looking for? Unreal food, because it ain't real. And that's gonna shut down the pharmaceutical company because people ain't gonna be getting sick. They keeping your ass sick.
Yep.
And if people go to the, if you pay attention when you go to the doctor, they don't never tell you that they got a cure. They tell you they got a treatment. They don't never tell you it's a cure for this, it's a cure for that. You don't never want to hear that. They don't even want to tell you there's a cure for AIDS. It's a cure for a lot of shit. And then they tell you it's a treatment. It's a treatment. It's a treatment. And it confirmed my beliefs when the insurance company sent me a letter telling me to go get my prescription. I'm not going to get that shit. And didn't.
Well, we could go on break, but while we on break, y'all go get y'all a can of corn. Go in your cabinets while we're on this break, and I want y'all to go grab y'all a can of corn. A can of corn. You got a can of corn in your house? Go in your house, in your cabinets, and grab that can of corn. Leggins said, have y'all heard about something that's causing Samsung appliances locking? For no reason, they said the worldwide outage on appliances and the internet hasn't been working right. And she said her new Samsung stove is locking up for no reason. I haven't heard nothing about that.
They tapping into it. That's the reason why they start coming up with all these smart appliances and smart houses and all that stuff, invading your privacy, and they can control everything going on.
Man,
what? Because I was thinking, we had a TV in the kitchen because we had an extra TV we moved here, so we put in the kitchen, and don't nobody hardly watch in the kitchen. So I told my husband put it in the garage, and I was sitting out there in the garage watching it, and the internet went out, and I'm like, I got mad. I said, God damn it, I know I just paid that bill, and it was like a couple of hours before I had just paid the bill. And then the internet went out. I said, I know these motherfuckers ain't cut my internet out, and I just paid the bill. The internet done went out. That's when they were playing with the stuff. My husband said they didn't even have no computers that worked for 2 days.
See, y'all thought I was crazy. I tell you about my AT&T wasn't working, huh? Ain't that something? I ain't heard nothing about that at all.
Yeah, this was the other day when all that stuff went down. Cause I was sitting out there in the garage watching the TV. And I'm like, what the hell? My phone went out, the TV went, I got up and come in the house. I thought maybe it was just, that TV in the garage might have been tripping. I come in the house, I check my modem, the light was red. I said the internet out. Because when the light go red on my modem, the internet out. I said the internet out. And it stayed out for about 10, 15 minutes, then it come right back on.
You remember they used to tell us all the time, these new TVs, you're supposed to cover them up because they can see through your house through the cameras and stuff on your TV and stuff.
Yeah.
It was telling people that for a while, but y'all see now what they're talking about now.
Yeah, that's why they come up with all these smart TVs. They started that first. They knew they would get everybody. They knew they would get everybody because they got everybody so docile with the entertainment and shit. They knew that would be the first way to get everybody. Get them smartphones, then smart TVs. Now they got some smart houses, smart refrigerator. The refrigerator can tell you what ain't in there, what you need to go to the grocery store and buy. I don't need the refrigerator to tell me
that shit. What you say? No, not tell you what you need. What the refrigerator is missing. Goddamn me, boy. This new technology is hell, right? Boy, I'm telling you, boy, to say. I ain't want, but y'all check this. Y'all check this right here out. Check it out.
Another thing, I bought this in today to show you guys. Okay.
This is a can of great value, whole kernel corn from Walmart.
And we grow some of the best corn here in the Midwest, okay? Look on the back of that and tell your viewers where that corn came from.
Well, of course, we live in the Midwest, so this corn naturally came from Thailand.
Okay, Thailand. Okay, but not only that, what is it? It has a warning label on it, doesn't it?
It does.
What does it
says
say?
Consuming this product can expose you to chemicals, including lead, which are known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm. And then for more information, there's a website listed. I don't think any culture anywhere in the world, certainly in this hemisphere, would expect that kind of a label.
They put stuff in the corn.
Yeah, that's it. I ain't never just been no big fan of Walmart brand food, no way.
Y'all be careful when you make a selection what you buy. Y'all start reading back of them damn cans.
And then you got to pay attention to, like, when I grew up in the country and we grew a lot of our food, but when my grandma did go to the grocery store and buy canned goods and stuff, it was a certain brand, Del Monte. She didn't buy nothing but Del Monte. I don't know why, but that was all she bought. And when I go to at one point when I'm raising a kid, you know, I might buy the name, the store brand, trying to make my money straight. But most of the time, I calculated my grocery bill to buy Del Monte canned goods, because that's the kind I grew up on. If she was gonna buy groceries, that's how she was. She didn't buy no Jolly Green Giant, none of that. It was Del Monte. But most of our food came out the garden.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you and Lush Megan was talking about that about your appliances. Let's check out what T-Mobile talking about. I'm gonna change services. Goddamn me, hold on.
I'm telling y'all better find God in this 2024, because what I'm hearing on this radio, I don't listen to music. I listen to IP radio or informational radio. Check out what T-Mobile is doing. This year, T-Mobile have rolled out a tier bracket that can penalize you based off your text, bro. So T-Mobile is looking into your phone and penalizing you if you're sending hate speech texts, profanity, or criminal activity. Yes, it's true. Go look it up. Go Google it. If you have T-Mobile as a phone provider, they are looking at every text message you send, and you will be charged a penalty if you're sending hate speech, text messages, or emails, or profanity, or criminal activity, which is understandable. I mean, you're going to catch the criminals. But profanity? But first of all, just wait a minute. They're looking into my text message, every single one of them. Y'all better find God. This shit is finna hit the fan.
You know, we talked about that the earlier part of the year.
Yeah, now, ain't that song? Here they come.
I told my
phone.
Yeah, I told him, it look like my husband gonna be paying a lot of fines and penalties, because if I want to cuss, I'm gonna cuss, and you can't tell me I can't. I'm 56 years old. I feel just like that old white woman said, I feel like I'm old enough to be able to, I don't give a fuck, and I'm doing what I want to do.
Well, yeah, so T-Mobile said they gonna start fining your butt if you gonna cussing and get for profanity and I guess all girl anything that's negative to them.
I told you that ain't gonna work, because too many people got T-Mobile, and if they start that, you watch what I tell you. They come out with that mess. They can say it, and they might can even try it. Too many people gonna stand there, because first of all, you invade my privacy. Second of all, I got the freedom of speech and I can say what the hell I want to say. So how you gonna find me for saying what I want to say, even if it is in a text message?
Right, and you paying your damn bill on time. You
so that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I told you then that wasn't gonna work, because too many people ain't gonna go along with that. Start finding enough of them, then they gonna turn around and start suing their ass for their First Amendment right, freedom of speech. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Watch don't that happen. If they roll that out, watch what I tell you.
I'm like you. I don't see how it's gonna work, because too many people, even the people they and even people in the White House, they cuss on their damn phone. So how they gonna tell you what you say on your phone?
That's my point exactly. My point exactly. And besides, if you doing that and you finding me for cussing, who is you? I'm over 18. I'm over 18. I got freedom of speech, and you can't tell me what I can say.
They're gonna lose a lot of customers. They're gonna lose a lot.
They're gonna lose a lot of customers and end up with a lot of lawsuits. You watch what I tell you. You think they've been getting class action lawsuits? Let them do it. Let them do it.
God, dog. I don't see how that's gonna work. I don't see.
See, that's what I be saying. They put a lot of shit out there because they know for so long they've been had not only the black community, the American people. They just love. They got us really, the black community. We all they gotta do is just put something out there and scare us, and we gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
But they got the American people. That's what they do. That's what a lot of all this. Out of this election mess, it's a lot of it. They distracted you and lulling you to sleep for the other crooked shit that they finna pull. The Democrats know good and well Kamala is not gonna make it. They don't want Trump back up there because Trump gonna cut off all that money being sent out around the world like he did. He gonna finish building that wall, and all of them immigrants he can't get out of here. Me and my husband was just talking about that. And I told him, I said, all of them, he can't get out of here. He gonna lock them up. Watch.
Mm-hmm. Damn sure gonna do that. He gonna do that. He gonna lock them up. Yes, he gonna lock them up. He gonna have them locked up, but he damn sure gonna send them all back. That's his first agenda. His first agenda is to send them all back. Hold on.
That's right. Every time I see that, I get tickled. Every time I see that, I get tickled.
He be jamming. Let's get on to this next one real quick.
Watch this. If the banks close down, I'm just give you some info you don't know. If the banks close down right now, you can have $1 million and they don't give you 10% of your money. When you sign that dotted line, when you went into that bank and got that bank account, you didn't even read that part. None of us ever. You just sign shit and be like, what the fuck? They ain't gonna steal my money. What do I care? No, it says if we shut the fuck down and you got $5,000, we're gonna give you $500.
I ain't read that. Did you read that, pal?
This is what she said. It ain't on that paper. It might in some banks it might be. But the first thing which I have always did, because I got introduced to the banking system as a young child. Well, all you gotta do is look at the door. They gotta tell you how much the FDIC insurance for the amount. And if you got more than that in that bank, what the FDIC insured for, that's all you gonna get up to that. They tell you what to sign on the door. They tell you, they'll say FDI insurance. But in the paper, it might tell you how much the FDI insurance is for whatever it's up to. And if you got more than what the FDIC insure, that's all you're gonna get.
I ain't never paid no attention about this. I know I see the sign of FDIC on the door when you first come in, but I never just paid about the amount, the money amount. I gotta go pay more attention. What you say?
And you gotta be careful now. What a lot of people don't pay attention to, and which is true, the credit unions really are the best. But they not insured. Some of them not insured by the FDIC. They insured by other places, and sometimes it's more and sometimes it's less. But the credit unions are really the best because people that got money in the credit unions, all of them own that.
Oh, okay.
That's why they tell you have to be a member of it.
A member, or somebody that's a member that work there, or some that's in there that's they got account. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like when I worked for the city, when I worked for the city of County, I worked at the park, the city got their own credit union, and it's only people that work for the city and their family members.
We knew it existed, but they wouldn't allow it to come in court because the person the video belonged to was a minor. Minor was recording, so it's the minor's phone. And we were like 15, 16, like that. and the parents was not given consent to release it. So,
And she recorded the actual shooting incident?
she recorded from, I guess she saw Tory from the light, right? So she was recording the car. She got it from them on the first stop on up to whatever happened in the car, to the SUV stopping, to this person getting out, to this person getting out, to the other person getting out, to the shooting happening, shows everything. So the only reason why it hasn't come out, because if it comes out like that, it won't be admissible in court. So they're working with parents. They're Asian people. They don't want no parts of this. They think the daughter's going to be exploited, exposed. So they're working with that. If they don't agree, it's going to eventually come out anyway. It's going to make its way out anyway.
My bad, let me cut y'all. But I knew I figured it was more than what they were saying what happened with Megan and Tory Lane in that car. I said it was more.
Yeah, you know, they was at Tory Lane.
Because why? Because he wouldn't sell his masters to them?
Yep.
Is that why they was trying to
and you know, some of that entertainment, I listened to some of it, I don't. And his daddy got up in court and told him they wasn't doing them a real road, and they knew they didn't have nothing on it. The daddy got up in court and said it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, excuse me. I have to help my daughter learn how to cook.
Oh, go ahead. That's crazy.
I'm still on here. I'm still on here.
They was messing with Tory Lane because he wouldn't sell his masters, and I figured that it was more that went on in that car than what they were saying. And they only show partial of the video. They didn't show the whole video. They only show some of the video.
Look at how it went down. Look at how it went down. Pay attention, because I pay attention to little shit. Tory went to the pen, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Not long after he went to the pen, what the little dude Takeoff got killed in Houston?
Yes, he did.
It wasn't long after Tory Lane went to the pen, after they convicted him. Takeoff got killed. They threatened Jay Pritt, Megan Thee Stallion side with Diddy with Bad Boys.
Right. Come on, tell the truth. Yep. Sure did, Pat. Sure did. But that's funny you brought it up about Blueface. We're gonna get to that in 3 minutes. But how do you feel about a white woman think that she's just not being racist? She's not white, she's German. A German woman think that she's better than a black woman. Have you seen that video? It's out. You ain't seen that video that's out?
Cause you know I would let me look at it, cause I have to let me see what you're saying.
All right, let's go.
I am against the transfer of wealth out of the black community to white people who have taken enough from black America. Why are we marrying Asian women? Why are we marrying white women? Why are we giving our wealth to them? We don't have enough as it is to rebuild black America. And you out here marrying women who you know going to take you to the cleaners when you no longer got any money. Look at Michael Strahan. I just read an article the other day that Michael Strahan's white ex-wife, who already received $16 million plus a certain monthly allotment, she said that's not enough. RG3, he married a snow bunny, divorced her. She took a sizable chunk of his wealth. She wants more money. Tiger Woods' girlfriend sued him last year for putting her out the house, and she was not even his wife. What are we doing? When you are no longer making that money, these white women leave you, and they're going to take as much as they can get on their way out the door.
They want the right one, but yeah, I'm gonna get to that too. But it's gonna go in here. It's gonna go together with what I'm gonna say. But I didn't know you. Tiger Woods' girlfriend sued him for putting him out his house. His house.
Yeah,
how can you sue somebody for putting you out? How can you sue somebody for putting you out their house? They house.
Because Sarah, you know I love you. I don't have no. You know I love some. It's not all white people I hate. Just the vast majority. But I'm white and I say so. And she already knew that they was already mad at him. He was already had an ex on him because of the bullshit that went down with the wife and all the other women and stuff he was messing with. And You didn't play your black card. You ain't never really played your black card, but you showed it when you and the wife got a divorce. You admitted then because you said you wasn't black. You was black and Filipino. So you forgot about the black card until that woman divorced your ass, and then you went to wrecking cars and shit.
Right.
Because they talk about he on drugs and shit. I don't think he on no drugs. He play golf too damn well. I think he an alcoholic.
Yeah, you know what? He made that. I can see him being an alcoholic, but on drugs, I don't see that. But on that old hen dog, yeah, he on that hen dog.
Yeah, I think he is too. Because if he was on drugs, he wouldn't have been away from golf that long, and then came back. And not long after he came back, he was up in the top in the league with the rest of them. He was giving the rest of them, the young bucks, a run for their money.
Yeah.
And there's a such thing as a functioning alcoholic. I live with one. And they can function very well. They can function very well until they go to drinking.
Now here's the one about the German lady I was telling about right here. Hold on. Here's it right here.
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average Black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. You know, like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially Black American family, has barely a family unit. You know, there is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that?
Okay, I did see half of that, but halfway into when she got We Not Live, I scrolled up the video because she was already making me mad.
Yeah.
Because the biggest reason is it was by design to break up the Black American family. So she needs to get some history before she goes running her damn mouth, number one. And not all Black women are like that because my husband know my feminine side. I don't fix his plate. And I didn't put enough food on there, so he fixed it himself. And I understood that. That's all right, baby. I fix my own plate. You don't put the food on there. And he wasn't being, he was just telling me the truth. So he fixed his own plate. And I do ask him, do you want some? Or it ain't what she talking about is Black women ain't submissive like the other women is. Because we done been on our own for the last 30, 40 years, 50 years. A lot of us been raising these kids by ourselves. We don't know how to be submissive no more.
Right. Because that's because now I blame them. That's because of the men. I blame the men for that. I blame the men.
It ain't all the men. The war on drugs took our men away from us. They was locking up all the Black men they could with the war on drugs. That was their excuse to. They started with the welfare. They started with the welfare, and the welfare was started for white women. Now you got to do the research. They started with that. And then they see that wasn't really working because the women were still, that Black women were still having house full of babies, whether the man was there or not. They hiding the man or whatever. Whatever they had to do. So what was the next thing? You put the drugs in there. It was more men on crack than it was women, but it was a lot of women too.
Yeah.
The women came next. Because women follow their men.
They do.
Especially the Black women. We follow our men. Put a little bit more water in there and a little bit, just a little bit.
Let's check out what you were talking about Offset a while ago. I got this because I thought it was important. I feel like it was more to the story. I feel like they didn't really say what all happened to Offset. I think they were hiding some stuff. So let's check this out. And I still say they hiding some stuff.
Offset and Rock, Rashawn. Right? I wake up to it. I guess it's on Twitter somewhere. My phone's going crazy. It's Offset. He's telling me, only thing I'm hearing is Blueface. I call Blueface. Hey man, what's going on? And he said, I welcome Offset to the circus. I said, well, what is that? And that's when he told me, he put up some text messages showing that French Montana had his party out there. I guess they hooked up, right? I'm telling Blueface, nah, that ain't bro code. He said, I don't give a he want to be part of the circus, he part of the circus. Offset's calling me because in his head, I can stop it. But I can't stop nothing I don't know about, right? So I'm all ready to fight with Blueface to like try to at least control this fire, right? Offset's thinking, there's no way he gonna do that without you. Bro, I don't know nothing about none of this, right? And that's when he kept on accusing me. I'm like, I can really get out the way and let him go.
Who that dude talking?
I forgot what his name was. I can't think of his name offhand. What's that nigga name? I can't think of his name. If I think of it before we leave, I'll tell you. But
who is Blueface?
Blueface is Christiana man. Blueface. Ain't he? I think yeah, that's her man. So she was messing around.
From what I'm hearing, it was all set up.
That's what it sounds like, don't it?
Yep. And they weren't expecting.
And like I said earlier, they never get to the whole full true story.
And they weren't expecting the one that pulled the trigger to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Cause supposedly, I told you, I ain't lying. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Supposedly, my cousin, her grandma and my grandma were sisters, and she got a daughter by Jay Prince. And her first cousin, which is my cousin, her mama's sister, is the cousin. My mama first cousin. She was married to Jay Prince's dad, and Jay Prince and my other cousin, Rhonda, they brothers and sisters. They all, except for the cousin, my mama cousins, they all of them, they were born and raised in Houston.
So now I figure now why they never did go through who really just shot Offset, and they never did say no more about it. It was like it got hushed all of a sudden. Ain't nobody said nothing else about it. It was
said that it was Jay Prince's son, Jay Prince Jr. That's how come they pumped him out to get Megan Thee Stallion.
I wonder if him and Blueface anywhere connected.
I don't know. I don't ask too many questions. I just sit back and listen.
Yeah.
But I know that I got close family members because I consider them close. I grew up with them. The one that got the baby, the one that got the daughter by Jay Prince, she ain't but 2 years older than me, and the daughter that she got by Jay Prince is the same age as my oldest son.
Ain't that something? You just never know who, huh?
Yeah. It's close ties. And then Rhonda is her first cousin, and Rhonda just a year older than me. We grew up playing as little kids when they would come to the country. My grandma didn't ever leave the country, and her mama house was right up the street from her. So when they would come home to see grandma, all the little kids, we was all around that same age, we would play together. And when I went to Houston with my grandma's sister every summer,
hey, Tari,
the other sister kids were still living down there because that's where they from, and we would it would be interactions.
Mm.
And the my cousin, the daughter, her daughter named Nicole, and she hangs out with my nephew and my son then when she come around, cause they all the same age.
Yeah.
She just a little uppity cause she was a spoiled brat, but she hang out with them. We went to Houston to one ain't a birthday party, the 9th ain't a birthday party. My nephew went to the club together.
Mm. Yeah, well, see, you just never know who, girl.
Mm-hmm.
So, have anybody ever wondered what happened to Lizzo? What happened to Lizzo? I mean, she got quiet all of a sudden, didn't she?
You hear about what happened to Lizzo? They started putting them lawsuits against her.
Hold that thought. We're gonna talk about it. Hold that. Let's check this out.
I think it's time to put Lizzo on a milk carton, baby. Where's she at?
She body shamed her workers.
Or did someone pay her workers to say she body shamed them? Now listen to what I said. February 5th, 2023. I just hope that Lizzo watch herself, because when you win this big, they come for you the hardest. She don't even know it, but she just made a lot of enemies. But I just find it interesting that Lizzo won, and in the middle of her speech, she literally stopped and praised Beyonce.
Well, thank you so much. You clearly are the artist of our lives.
On the biggest night of her life, she's literally showing remorse for winning. That's how intimidating the Carters have been. 3 weeks later, the rumor mill starts. Lizzo's a mean girl, don't like skinny girls. Lizzo eats fried chicken and throws the bones at her dancers. And guess what? Not once did anybody bother to see where it all started.
I wonder why she got quiet. She got quiet quick about the she was body shaming. But how can you body shame somebody and you big too? That I don't see that happening.
Because they had her brainwashed. Now, how you gonna get up and win? You supposed to have a big head if you win. If you beat Beyonce out, why are you telling her it should have been her? That was dumb on your head. They knew they had you then.
Yeah, why was she saying it to her?
Because they probably had threatened her for then. Because they be knowing who gonna win and who ain't.
Tap Torsa, hey, what's up?
It's sorry.
Tarsa, what's up, Pap?
What's up, Tarsa? What's up?
Girl, that girl, that's sad, girl. I hate that for Lizzo, cause I thought she was doing her thing there for one while, and then all of a sudden she got quiet. I'm like, what happened to Lizzo? She got quiet as hell. I wonder what happened to that girl.
Putting lawsuits on and everything, talking about how she was doing her backup dancers and singers and how she was making them go to church and taking them to the strip club, making them go to the strip clubs and finding them if they didn't, and all kind of mess.
That's
all
crazy.
Kind of mess started coming out. All kind of mess started coming out. I knew she was headed down here when they had all over TV with the G-string on at the Lakers game.
Girl, no, yeah. But I mean, how can you body shame somebody? I mean, and you heavy set yourself, and how can you body shame somebody and you big yourself?
It's all right to be proud of your big beautiful body, but you ain't got to show it to everybody.
Right.
It's I couldn't be comfortable with who you are. It's perfectly fine to be comfortable in your own skin. I don't have no problem with that.
Right, in your own
but
skin,
you ain't gotta show it to everybody. You ain't gotta show it to everybody. And I knew when she did that, thinking she getting brownie points. Yeah, we see. And one of their cruel jokes is Mammy, big black women. That's one of their cruel jokes. They like to make monkeys out of them.
But I'm like, I like the Lizzo a little bit. She was shaming her being a person. She was her own skin.
Yeah.
Whole thing, you know what I'm saying? She was having fun. She was doing. I hate that they did it to her.
But I knew when she had was at the Laker game and showed her ass. She was headed down here then.
Yeah, I didn't see that though. I didn't see that girl. I didn't see that.
Yeah, she had on a black see-through, like she had on black, like a see-through thing. Excuse me. Like she had herself covered up, but she had on a G-string. And she got up and turned around and showed everybody.
What?
It was all over the internet. Here, boy. It's a rip.
You still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You got. I bet you got my mic on mute.
Your deal is moving, but I don't see you. Can you hear me, Tori? Out there still? Can you hear me? Can you hear me still, Tori? BBW is not my preference, but it's wrong. It's nothing wrong with being big and beautiful. That's right, Tori. You can find nice looking women that's this heavy set. That's pretty women. I've seen pretty women that's heavy set. I sure have all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, you hear me? Okay, that's good.
Friend, can you hear me?
Okay, son, can you hear me now?
Yeah, a while ago it said you had my mic on mute, and then it kicked me out. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, friend?
I can't even hear you, pal.
Wait a minute.
You hear pal? Okay, I wonder why I don't hear pal. Let's see. Oh, I know why. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, pal. Hold on. Now, hello, Pap. You hear me now, Pap? Pap. Oh, where'd she go to? Maybe she'll come back. Tori said, just like I'm 56 women. I'm 5'6". Women prefer that. It's about preference. Yeah, Tori, you right. You right. You sure right. You right. Because me, I'm 5'8". I can hear Pap now. I'm 5'8". I can hear you now, Pap.
Can you hear me? I ain't even got Crunk and StreamYard keep kicking me out.
But I was saying that how bad I felt for old girl. Because they just tarnished her name and within one day, they had her out of there in one day. They down her in one day. She was gone.
So what you think about what Tyler Perry and Oprah is doing to Shannon Sharpe?
I don't know, but hold on though. We're gonna talk about that. Hold on. Let's get this right here. Hold on.
Well, the robots have arrived, at least in Pasadena, California. That's where the world's first ever fully autonomous AI-powered restaurant has opened, complete with burger flipping bots. We sent CBS's Joy Benedict on a taste test.
Flippy the chef makes Spud spectacular. This automated grill gives the meat its sizzle as this restaurant goes robotic.
For this burger, it would take about 120 seconds.
Cali Express by Flippy is the world's first AI-powered eatery. There's new technology outside the kitchen, too. A cheeseburger. Order kiosks use facial recognition to remember you, your favorite food, and how you like to pay. Then watch the robots work. No humans required.
We can't get enough people to come out to work on fryers and grills and their dangerous jobs. And this automation helps solve a lot of those issues.
62% of restaurants report being understaffed. Industry experts say most of those unfilled jobs could be done by robots. And in California, where the minimum wage for most fast food workers will soon be $20 an hour, fewer workers equals cost savings. Dan Ives is with Wedbush Securities, a wealth management firm.
Once the minimum wage went to 20, that's the bell going off. More and more focus on spending on AI.
Well, Sarah, oh, look out, Sarah. They coming toward near you. Oh, Sarah. Coming toward you, girl.
Okay, now I got my 2 cents on that. You talk about they talking about they can't keep nobody on the fries and all that because they dangerous jobs. That ain't got nothing to do with it. The price, you rather pay a higher price for the food than pay the people working in there serving and cooking the food.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't hear them nothing. You don't hear none of them restaurant owners, and you know if they hitting us in the pocket at the grocery store, they hitting them in the pocket.
Pockets too. Right.
But they ain't saying nothing about the prices of the food going up. They show you how they all in cahoots together.
Right.
They talking more about paying the $20 to the workers than the price of the food going up. If the price of the food wasn't going up, then you would be able to pay your workers.
Right.
It ain't that they can't get nobody to do them jobs. I worked at McDonald's and I burnt my arm with a fry too. But I worked at McDonald's. You can't get people to do work. That's the problem. That's the whole thing. You can get people to work, and that's why they keep on talking about we don't want to work no more. We lazy because we ain't working for free no more, and we ain't working for pennies.
But $20. But $20 an hour, that's some good money though. At a restaurant,
Not in California.
$20 an hour just to flip some restaurant, flip a burger and make some fries. Shoot.
Not in California when the medium price of a house is $1 million.
Yeah. It depends on where you at. Yeah. But they figure $20 an hour is good money though. Up in California, where that man talking, and why he talking like you still can't get nobody come and work there for $20 an hour?
Because they don't want to pay them $20 an hour. They fought that all the way. I've been watching that too. They fought that they didn't want California to raise the minimum wage up to $20 an hour. That's why a lot of them is going automated. You got a fully automated McDonald's in Frisco.
Oh, they do. I know they got one. I know they got one in Fort Worth. They got one in Fort Worth too.
Yep, they got one in Frisco. And how come you can't get nobody to work? Look at all these McDonald's around here. I got 2 granddaughters, sisters. They work at McDonald's with their mama.
I know that's right. So, Pam,
that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing they got a job. It's a bad thing that she didn't give them a choice to go find the job they wanted.
Yeah. What you think about Maxine Waters? I mean, is it Maxine Waters or Barbara Waters? I think it's Maxine. I think it's
Maxine. She need to take her old ass home and sit down too. I told you. I told you half of them people in Congress need to hold hands and go on the Shady Pines. Because that's where all of them, half of them need to be.
She old as hell, girl. Check her out.
It will affect banking systems.
She what, Pam?
I seen some interview she was on. She said she older than Joe Biden. Okay, that's all good and fine. You still got your faculties, but you still living in the 60s in this 2024.
She showed this, say they hold on.
It will affect banking systems, the stock markets.
Wrong one.
We're now at a point in time where people are talking about Biden is too old. Hell, I'm older than Biden. please.
Come on now. You look good, Congresswoman.
And I get up every morning.
All right.
And I exercise.
All right.
And I work late hours.
All right.
I take care of black people.
All right.
Trump has told you who he is. He defined himself. He is a no good, deplorable, lying, despicable human being. And he's talking about if he doesn't win, there's going to be a bloodbath. There's going to be violence. There's going to be a civil war. Who the hell do you think he's coming after? Who's going to be targeted? Who is he talking about? But you know he means business because he is the one that led the invasion on the Capitol January 6th. He's the one that caused his people, the Oath Keepers, the Proud Boys, the QAnons, the KKK, they were all out there under his leadership. They attacked us.
You want my opinion on that? You want my opinion on that? See, people be getting it twisted.
We're going to go back, and we finished that, we can go back to what you were going to say a while ago. We just finished a while ago.
They think that I be going for Trump. I don't be going for Trump. I just be putting the facts out there. When the Oath Keepers was in Charlottesville, South Carolina in 2013, Trump was not the president. Trump was not the president. Trump got the presidency in 2016. So the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, all of them was already around. So she can't blame that. She can't blame him for that. Because it was the Oath Keepers that won that did that rally in Charlottesville, South Carolina, and killed that white woman and them other people. Them was the Oath Keepers. And Trump was not the president then. He was not the president. They next thing was the only thing she done did, and I done went and checked. The only thing she done did to help black people was get Head Start started. That was the only thing she did. She ain't did nothing else for us. Them black people in California in her district is talking about her ass now. She got up there and got co-opted too, and she's still using the same thing that the Democrats use, fear mongering.
Right. He was
in office. He was in office for 4 years. It wasn't no civil war.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat. Hey, Perp.
Hey, TT.
Hey, TT. And I'm going to reiterate it. In 2013, when the Oath Keepers was down there in Charlottesville, South Carolina, clowning and had their rally, Trump was not in office. Trump didn't get elected to 2016. Who was in office? Barack Obama.
Barack Obama was. Yeah. And you were going to say something else while I go pay off. What were you going to say while I go about Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey?
How they trying to sabotage Shannon Sharp?
What did they do? What happened?
You know,
I don't know about that. What
happened? You know, when Cat Williams and Monique went on his show, them was the highest views he got.
Hey, Tori.
Yeah.
He got 740 some million views for Cat Williams and 15 million views for Monique. So them was the biggest two shows. And they was telling their truth. And Cat Williams told him on that show, they coming for you. They gonna come for you. Just because he let
I heard him say that too, yep.
Yep, because I watched the interview with Cat Williams 2 times. I watched it 2 times because I like Cat Williams. And I watched it 2 times, and I watched the interview with Monique 2 times. I sit through both of them. Cat Williams is 3 hours, and Monique is about almost 2. And I sit there and I don't watch both of them twice, so to catch what I missed the first time. And Cat Williams told him that they was coming for him. Only because he let them sit there and tell their truth. And like he said, I watched his interview with Cam Newton. He said, all I do is ask questions, and I don't I don't make no opinion. He said I don't watch no interviews about him or nothing. Shannon Sharp said I don't watch no interviews or nothing. I want whatever they say. I ask questions and I let them talk. I listen. I'm not like the average talk show host. I let them talk and feed out what they say. You know, I don't go one way or the another. Whatever they say, I just take them at their word. And everybody ain't gonna tell the same lie. And while y'all trying to shut him down, he ain't did nothing but interview some people. And he said they done threatened him, they done threatened him, they done threatened the family, and Cat Williams told him they was coming for him.
God, dog. And he, man, and I wish he would have been listening to Cat Williams because they on his butt now, huh?
Yeah. And he said, why would they come after me? I ain't did nothing. I ain't said nothing. He and Cat Williams in so many words because you interviewing us and we telling our truth in so many words.
In so many words, welcome to the Mo 3 sector.
Ain't it the truth? Hey, Mr. Pat, I came up. I didn't want to interrupt what y'all was talking about, and I'm late, so excuse my tardiness. It's been a rough day.
Are you okay, baby?
TT, you know you're always welcome.
I had a rough day, y'all. I've had a rough week, a rough month. Dang. Anyways, you know the saying, death come in multiples, like threes, and you know they tend to say threes, but it can come in multiples.
Yeah.
So this past 2 weeks, I've lost an uncle from my mom's foster family. I've lost a maternal grandmother on my God's family side. Then we had an emergency scare with my dad. He ended up in the hospital for 3 days, incubated. Then this morning we woke up and the dog was dead.
Come on now.
I got a lot going on, y'all, and I just had to come and tell y'all. Love on y'all people, man. For real, life is too short. In a blink of an eye, a person can be here one day, gone the next.
Yep.
And everything going on in the world. And we got a lot going on. Political crap, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Love on your people.
Tori says condolences.
Thank you, Tori.
Tori said condolences, TT. Yeah, condolences, TT, man. But you know, TT, it do happen in threes. It happens like that because, I mean, because it's crazy, but it do. Because after my son passed away, my aunt passed away, and my aunt passed away, and 2 aunts passed away. They were back to back, less than a year apart, and it happens like that. And it's crazy how it happened like that. So being so in sync like that, I wonder what make it happen. Like what brings it like that? I wonder for and bringing threes like that. That's crazy, though.
Well, I'm not normally the superstitious type of person, but it's like a spirit of death that just kind of like floats around, you know what I'm saying, and collects. And I guess it's maybe in what you believe and how spiritual you can get, you know what I'm saying? Not religious, but spiritual. And just knowing that everybody got an expiration date. Don't nobody know don't nobody know our true birth dates when that's gonna come, and don't nobody know our death date. So but we do have memories and legacies that we can remember our loved ones and cherish that and everything. And so as I drove the deceased dog to the vet to get cremated this morning, me and my mom was just reminiscing about the dog and how how the dog could be kind of ankle biter, she take no mess, and people would just jump back, oh, your dog bite, that type of stuff. And she was a little itty bitty dog. No, it's not Bubby. But anyway, she was just a nice dog. She just tended to be around for as long as I can remember. Like, my mom has cherished all her animals, all her pets. We just pet lovers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, we know animals don't really have souls, but we do know they got spirits and in their own way. You know what I mean? Like they kind of
Yeah.
talk to you with their eyes and stuff. So we kind of
Yeah.
knew yesterday that she wasn't feeling good and something was off with her. But the vet kept
Yeah.
saying, as long as she eating and going outside and urinating and stuff, you know, the dog will let you know. But this dog, man, she was fierce to the very end, y'all. I kid you not. And we gonna
Oh
miss her,
wow.
but yeah, y'all know about my
Yeah.
pets. Y'all know I got Bubby and
You
Mia.
love, you love your, I know you love pets. Y'all some pet lovers, but I already know that, TT.
Yeah, we
I
tend to have the zoo over here, but you know, when we lose one, we do feel pain. We do mourn on when we
con-
lose them. So
I'm sending condolences to you, TT, for your family members and your pet, because I can understand. Because, you know, I lost my grandma on my mama's side and my uncle 2 weeks later on my daddy's side. And
yeah,
I know how it is to lose a pet because I had one that didn't know he was a dog. He thought he was part of a human, and he was treated that way. And
right.
when he died, I almost broke down. I never thought I'd feel that way about a dog, but
Yeah,
I had to sit there for a few minutes and gather myself because I
I was
watched him.
there. Yeah,
He
and I
walked
think
out
I
the
was
door.
more emotional because when it happens in the home, you don't really want to see that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And we had to pick her up and wrap her up, put her in the car. And
Yep.
my mama said, I'm just asking the Lord to give me strength because I didn't ever want to see her like that. But I do know that she in a better place. She's not suffering no more. And, you know,
hmm And TT, I watched my dog die. I knew he was sick. And I had got up to go get him some medicine. I told him I'd be back. And I went and got the medicine and come back. And when I come back, he got up out the bed and walked out the door like he had to go use the bathroom. And he walked down the steps to the porch, got on the ground and fell over dead. I watched him and I just went to screaming, hollering. He did, Lane, he did. What? He did, Papa said dead. I just went to screaming, hollering like
Oh, Pat, goodness. Yeah, that's hard. I was
that
sleeping.
was
She woke me up out my sleep. She said, the dog ain't moving. I'm like, looking around like, what you mean? You know, I didn't want to see it, but I had to go and tend to her because she was in the middle of my hallway. So.
Yeah. And that it hurt me when my dog died because I know in my heart my dog saved me when I had that stroke because he woke me up wanting to go out.
Right. They be by our hip, man. I'm telling you, dogs are loyal.
Yep.
If you ain't got no loyalty in no human, you'll definitely get one in a dog.
And that was the first dog that I had ever had that I actually raised. Took him off his mama and I raised him. I had him from the time he was 6 weeks old and he was 7 years old when he died.
Yeah, see, he was a part of you, Pat.
Yep.
But that's all I really wanted to come up and say. I'm gonna go
you
back
can,
down.
you can miss a kid like you can miss a person.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, y'all, animals, humans,
Okay,
just know
Pam.
that people are not replaceable, and just love on each other while we're here. Give each other our flowers, you know, because time waits for none of us. So.
TT, you know you always welcome up here on the panel with us.
I know, Pap, and I appreciate y'all.
Like having your company.
Most
I enjoy
definitely.
y'all
Most
company as
definitely.
well. I'm just a little down in my feelings today, so I'm gonna jump on back down and continue to listen to you, beautiful ladies, and I'll see you on the next one.
Okay.
Okay, love y'all.
Love you too.
Let's see here.
Friend, wait a minute before you do that. That's what your hater don't like right there.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Yeah, so what did they gonna try to blackball Shannon Sharp now?
Yeah, he said in the interview they done threaten him, done threaten his family. They trying to put out that he's gay and all this kind of stuff and all kind of mess. I watched the interview with him and Cam Newton and he was telling it.
Yeah.
They threatened him, threatened his family, trying to put out that he gay. And he said, I'm not. He said, even if I was gay, that's really not nothing to put out. It should be me that want to come, but I'm not gay. And they trying to say, and people gonna believe what they want to believe.
Right.
And that's what he said. People gonna believe what they want to believe. And I'm not gay. He got kids. Well, that don't mean nothing.
Good, but that's sad though, ain't it?
Yeah, they do that. I knew Oprah Winfrey wasn't right a long time ago. I knew she wasn't right.
She been dirty. Oprah Winfrey been dirty for a long time.
Yep. And that was really what she did to Monique by bringing her. He called Monique and asked her they was gonna do a show, and she was gonna bring Monique and her mama and daddy. Don't really get along, cause when she told her mama and them that her brother was molesting her, they didn't believe her, and she said it put a rift between them. So Oprah was gonna bring them on the show, and she agreed to go if her mama and daddy and the other brother was coming. But Oprah didn't tell her to the last minute that the brother that molested her was gonna come on the show, and Monique wouldn't go on the show. She wasn't on there. The mama and dad and both of the brothers was on there, but Monique wasn't. She said she wasn't ready to face her brother like that. Yeah, deal with him like that. Yeah. And she said Oprah Winfrey told her, well, if you ain't comfortable with it, I won't have him on there. And she had him on there anyway.
What?
And that's where a lot of it started. It kicked off with Precious when she wouldn't do that tour. But if she had did everything in her contract, you can't make me do nothing else for free. She was right.
Right.
I'm tired. I done shot the movie. I done fulfilled my contractual agreement. I'm tired. I want to go home and spend time with my family. And they wanted her to go overseas and promote Precious for free. And she said she wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
And that pissed them off. And then that's when Oprah would come up with bringing her family on the show.
She tried to do Taraji, what her name is. They tried to do her wrong. I didn't like that.
And Oprah Winfrey pulled a coattail. That's the reason why she came back and apologized. And I wouldn't have did it. See, that's the problem. But like they said, a lot of them, the reason why the black entertainers don't really speak up a lot is because most of them just really after the next gig, their next paycheck.
Right. Let's check this out.
It will affect banking systems, the stock markets. He said that it will affect flights. The towers will no longer be able to communicate with the air. You will suddenly see thousands of planes grounded all of a sudden. You will see it in the news. You will hear about a major security breach that will affect, and we don't have the fighting ability.
But this outage is affecting millions of people from Sydney, Australia to Boston, Massachusetts to London, England. Rare to see such a global outage like this persisting for several hours. We have calls to the FBI to see what's being done here. But as we can tell, this is strictly software related, and it appears things are improving at some airports. This is related to a communication.
It's bad. It's gonna happen again. The next effect. Ouch.
Remember when I told you about the First Baptist Church? Have you been watching the local news?
No, I haven't. Not local news.
Remember I told you in every city downtown is the First Baptist Church?
That's the one that burned up.
Yes.
That's the one that burnt up.
In Dallas, the First Baptist Church. In every city, just about a sizable. Because I know in Texarkana, in Tyler, in Dallas, in Houston, everywhere you go, First Baptist Church, and it's always huge and it's always downtown.
Well, baby, I want you to know it burned. That smoke was so thick. It burned for so long. That church burned for so long downtown. It was crazy.
When I heard it, you know exactly what I said? I said that was a sacrifice. God trying to tell him something.
Come on now. Come on now.
It was historical church over a century old. Oh, this. Okay, go back 100 years.
Yeah.
1924. Go back 100 years. What was going on? Jim Crow, segregation, everything. They said this is a year, and pay attention. Like, you believe what you want to believe, but just pay attention. They said 2024 was the age of Aquarius, the age of information, and everything is coming out, and everything is coming to a head.
You right. Everything is coming out. You understand me? Everything is coming out. Everything. TT said her Wi-Fi still jacked up. I know it is still jacked up, TT. I know it is.
Yep.
I know it is. Cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Just hold on. You better get some walkie-talkies around this motherfucker. I'm telling you, we're gonna need some walkie-talkies.
Well, while you playing, friend, we got some. Cause you know my husband a military man, and he bought some.
Yeah.
And they like got a 50-mile range.
I got some good ones. You got some good ones.
They got some on the TikTok shop. They said it's a walkie-talkie, but it act like it got as much range as a cell phone.
I'm not fucking with TikTok. I know we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes. Hold on.
By the CIA.
Well, before we say Hollywood was created by the CIA, I guess I should clarify because, you know, first off, you guys do know the Pentagon has a budget for film. Like there's a whole department in the Pentagon. That. That's a fact. There you go. That's all you need to know. There's an entire department in the Pentagon. They get involved with films, and they get involved with films for the purpose of propaganda. They always have.
Hit certain people, and this was before we called things promotion and marketing. You know what I mean? That's Hollywood is not really there to entertain you. Like, that's great that happens, but propaganda is something that is important to all civilizations.
What movies have
I
they
should have
produced?
said Pentagon instead of CIA. Tons of them. I should show you the list. You should pull it up. It's
Google it right now.
wild. Yeah,
Absolutely,
Pentagon
please.
Department for Hollywood. Tons of them.
I have to
Even
report this.
Transformers. Even Transformers, like, you know, because they're concerned about certain narratives. They get involved with like World War films, like how are we telling a story about history? Usually it's because we're lying about what we did or trying not to make Americans aware of the crimes against humanity that we
Wow.
commit overseas, you know?
Yeah, the Pentagon just funded some films. Black Hawk Down, Red Dawn, GoldenEye.
The more you know. So now you understand your experience in theaters is what your government wants you to think. They want you to think that this is how things happen, and it's usually not at all how things have actually happened.
6 of the best movies made with help from the Department of Defense. This is military.
Yeah.
What you think about that, Pap?
Yeah, because they have to tell you. They have to tell you. They have to tell you what they're doing. That's the law. They have to tell you. So that's why the Pentagon is all tied, intertwined with Hollywood, because Hollywood help them to put out the propaganda. Because, like she said, that's the only time Candace don't want to talk with some sense when she get around black folk. Because when she get around them white folks, black folks ain't shit. But that's the only time she actually talk with some sense when she get around black folks because she thinks she's smarter than black folks and she black and she be trying to tell some stuff. But yeah, they have to tell you a lot of them movies is a lot of it is propaganda and they flip it because they have to tell you what they gonna do.
Right, just like Bart Simpson and South Park, and they put that out there, and then years down the line, it end up being coming true. TT said, a head of lettuce costing $1.97. I was ready to knock all that shit over in Walmart the other day. Yeah, food high, TT.
I don't blame TT when you used to get a head of lettuce for 89 cents. I remember when a loaf of bread was $1.
What was?
A loaf of bread.
Girl, it was. I remember when it wasn't even $1.
Yeah, it wasn't even $1. You get you a dollar food stamp and go get you a pack of meat and some bread.
You hear me? You better shut your mouth. Cause a girl back in that used to love me some Fred Sam girl, some cheese and loaf of bread. What you say?
Mm-hmm. And then
said, nah.
I knew I was listening to one of the people I listened to the other night, and he said exactly what I thought, but I didn't say nothing because I know I'm into the money and all that. And when the chairman of the Federal Reserve got up and said that he was not lowering the interest rates, I knew that was going to be a problem for Joe Biden to begin with. Because even the rich people, even though they got money, they take out a lot of loans, and they don't so much take out a lot of loans. They use a lot of credit.
Right. There you go. Yeah.
And when you raise the interest rates up, you raise the interest rates up on loans and credit.
Right. That's right.
And then when he went to fumbling and stumbling and can't talk and can't stand up and don't know who he is, and then get on national TV and show everybody, I knew he was out of that end.
PT said, we gotta donate organs just to eat good. I mean, come on, this ain't right. Yeah.
Don't donate your organs, PT. They might grind it up and sell it back to you as meat.
Yeah, and they making food to feed you anyway. They making food to feed you. They come up with different food. They come with different foods you ain't never heard of now. They making food just to feed people, and that's crazy.
And I read an article.
Our food stock done ran out.
I read an article the other day that the military men is upset and fighting back because they don't want to eat lab grown meat. And that's what the military is feeding them.
What you say?
I read an article about that the other day.
But who want to eat that lab grown meat?
That's right. They don't want that shit. And then how y'all expect me to fight? Be strong enough to fight, and you ain't feeding me real food. Where I'm supposed to get my energy and my strength and my protein from if you ain't feeding me real food?
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yep.
Ain't nowhere in the world.
And then they wonder why people ain't listening. They wonder why people don't want to go to the service. If y'all ain't feeding them no food, and then these youngsters is not finna go and die for something that ain't benefiting them.
So they try everything out in the military first before they put down. They try everything damn near tested on the military people before they put it out into the streets.
Yep. I told you the military get the most money out the budget than anybody. Go and look up the United States budget and see who's getting the most money.
Yeah, I know the military. They getting some good money.
And then they don't want, and they ain't really paying the soldiers nothing. Them soldiers barely make over minimum wage.
Shut your doggone mouth, good.
I'm telling you the truth. The way they entice them, like my husband said, the reason why a lot of black people was going so they could get the free education and a house.
Right, and have $2, right?
Yeah, right. Because they not really paying them no money. They're not really. They benefit. The benefits for the people that's in the service is very good. When they get out, that's when they have to fight for their right to just live.
And isn't that crazy? You gotta fight for your country, and you gotta fight for your meal, your benefits and stuff. That should be automatically. Yeah, that shouldn't be nothing to talk about. You can't fight for your country, and then I see on TV how people that went 30 years, 80 years, and went all these years, and then they just now trying to give them they do diligence by giving them stuff and giving them their honors. You should have been getting their honors shit right before they turn 80 years old, 70 years old. They can barely move around now.
I told you, my husband said they was waxing the floor when he was in the service, and he said they waxed the floor and didn't have no wet flow sign down there. And he walked down the hall and slipped and busted a blood vessel in his kidney. He getting disability, but he not getting it for the kidney. What happened to him in the arm? He getting it for his rotator cuff on his arm. Now, what kind of sense do that make?
That don't make no sense at all. At all.
He said he spent 2 weeks in the hospital pissing out blood. 2 weeks. And they giving him disability for the rotator cuff in his arm, not his kidney. That happened to him while he was in the army.
Yeah.
And he said he went to the military hospital and they had to send him to the civilian hospital. And because the people in the military didn't know what was wrong with him, and he said civilian doctor, that's like a regular doctor we go to.
Yeah.
Called back to the base and cussed the military doctor out. Because they didn't know what they supposed to be so high tech and everything, and they didn't know what was wrong with him. And he said he got to the civilian hospital, doctor ran x-ray, checked his chart, did tests, and told him exactly what was wrong with him.
Like Titi said, we the guinea pigs. We are the guinea pigs.
Yeah, we the guinea pigs.
Titi said they sure feeding them lab grown meat and free drying it fit the men and women flying outer space with NASA.
Yep. You tell you.
They ain't for the guinea pig on me. I ain't for be no damn guinea pig.
If don't nobody pay attention to if you think that we ain't guinea pigs, go look up the Tuskegee experiment. That's proof that we are the guinea pigs.
I tell you.
And I remember, I'm telling the truth, I remember watching them hearings in 1974. I didn't know what year it was, but I remember a little girl, and I was a little girl, and I understood that the woman was testifying before Congress, but I didn't know what she was talking about. You know, my mind wasn't to sit there still long enough to figure out what she was talking about. Just listen. But I watched some of it. I remember seeing it on TV. I remember sitting there with my grandma watching it.
Ain't that some? See how stuff triggered on down? It triggered on down, didn't it?
Yep.
It triggered on down.
Yep.
Let's check this out right here by Kanye. Hold on.
This is what really happened to Kanye. Remember that one time when he was exposing everything and everyone, and he said everyone is controlled and they all sacrifice someone? This video.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
He then read this text message out loud in the video, but I'm just going to show you because it took him a while. His trainer said, if you don't pipe down and stop talking, I'm going to institutionalize you, give you medications, you're never going to see your kids again, and you're going to become a zombie. You all know what MK Ultra was, right? It was when the CIA was experimenting with brainwashing and institutionalizing people and playing stuff in their ears so they would forget about their past and act a certain way, blah, blah, blah. Well, his trainer, Harley Pasternak, worked for Canadian intelligence before he was a trainer. Now he trains celebrities. And he said this. Remember in 2016 when Kanye West got institutionalized and he was never the same? He was at Harley Pasternak's house when the ambulance came to get him. So it seems like these trainers, well, this one in general, their job is actually to keep these guys in check.
I remember when Kanye was acting real weird. You remember that?
Yeah, and I saw that video, the one you showed where he was talking. I saw that video where he was talking about when he was reading it, and he said, "I don't need." And at the end, he said, "I don't need them to give me no medicine. I can get my own medicine." He was telling it out. That's what they do. They drug them up. They get them on drugs, get them drunk, whatever, or they drug them up, and then they tell them and have them acting crazy so people would believe they crazy.
Right.
That's what I was trying to explain the other night, that if people would be quiet long enough and listen, that you would see it's a pattern.
Yeah.
Every time somebody come out telling shit, next thing you know, they in jail or they crazy.
Yep.
Or they on drugs.
Yep.
And nobody wasn't paying attention. Remember the look on the Partridge Family, Danny Bonaducci with the red hair? The little boy that was on the Partridge Family with the red hair, they were like the Brady Bunch, but they was a singing group.
Partridge. Yeah.
The little boy on there that did all the singing and playing the guitar, Danny Bonaducci. That's his name, Danny Bonaducci. They said he was crazy and he was on drugs too. And he was one of the first people that I actually paid attention when he was telling that's what they do to him.
Yeah. I remember him. And they did him like that too.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
And they do a lot of them child stars like that. A lot of. And if they can't get them, they fall off the radar, and you don't hear from them no more.
Yep. Yeah. You be like, I wonder what happened to such and such. They ain't nowhere around no more. What happened to them? And that's what happened to them. So have you heard about Walmart going digital? Yeah, they just started pressing they started putting their feet on people's necks. Hold on.
This huge news, Walmart is making a big change that could make your life a lot more expensive. Walmart is rolling out digital price tags in 2,300 stores all over the world. These tags will allow for instant price changes called dynamic pricing. Know how Uber charges more during peak times? That's dynamic pricing. Now imagine this same concept applied to your groceries and other basic needs. Now imagine this during peak times like holidays. Essential items like milk, bread, and eggs could cost significantly more. Dynamic pricing allows for rapid changes. While Walmart denies the plans, the potential is there. We've already seen how surge pricing can affect people's wallets with airlines, apps like Uber, and even Wendy's have already implemented it. What do you guys think? Only your thoughts in the comments below. Follow me for more on stocks, tech, and investment.
Are you coming? He said, what about the holidays, peak season? I'm saying, what about
this huge news? Walmart is making a big change that could make your life a lot more.
No. Pat, what you say, Pat?
My thing is, he talk about holidays, the peak season. What about in the middle of the day and you decide to just run to the store because that's the time of the peak season? I mean, the peak time of the daytime. That means the price is gonna be higher because it's the peak season. It's the peak time of the day. That ain't right.
Yeah.
That means I can go in at 1 o'clock and pay $4 for a loaf of bread, and you go in at 5 o'clock because everybody getting out of work and running to the store, and you pay $5 for the bread. That ain't right.
They feel get over on us. People better wake up. Boy, they better wake the hell up.
That's why I don't shop at Walmart. I tell y'all, only time I shop at Walmart is if something in there I want that's cheap, which usually Coke and peanut butter and crackers. Or, like hygiene, their hygiene stuff is cheap. Otherwise, I go to the dollar store. Or I go to Kroger somewhere else. I don't buy food and stuff in there.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, since all these little mom and pop stores for these Dollar Generals and stuff and 99-cent stores and stuff and Dollar Trees for shut down, they gonna price gouge. Remember we said they're gonna shoot everything up sky high. Remember we talked about that. We said they gonna do that.
But now I'm gonna play devil's advocate, cause they putting all these places out of business. It's against the law to have a monopoly. And you putting all these. That's the reason why they broke up all these electric companies, cause certain ones had a monopoly on the electricity. And it's against the law to have a monopoly, and you gonna mess around and keep on with all this high tech. You're gonna force mom and pops and dollar stores to come back into existence. Because people ain't gonna want to come in your store once they realize what you're doing.
Yeah, how the price is gonna gouge up and stuff. And that's crazy because people bargain. You can barely eat now, and you can go. You can take. I remember you take $10, girl, and get you a whole meal. But now $10 barely get you a loaf of bread and 1 pack of meat.
Shit, my husband talking about that the other day. Me and him went to Dairy Queen for both of us get a hamburger. I got onion rings. He got fries and a drink. $20.
God, dog. See that?
Dairy Queen.
Oh, Dairy Queen. But girl, Dairy Queen been high all his life, though. Shit.
Nah, Dairy Queen ain't never really been high. It ain't really been high.
Yeah, to me they have. What you say?
Not to me. Dairy Queen used to be my spot, especially that one on Lake Drive. I used to go Dairy Queen all the time. I guess because that was one of the only other places, Dairy Queen and Kentucky Fried Chicken was the only name brand places that my grandma went to.
Yeah. I used to be a manager at Dairy Queen over there at Summer Hill Road. I used to be a manager over at the Dairy Queen.
That one on Lake Drive. I kept that one hot.
21 years old.
I kept the one on Lake Drive. I kept that one hot. And right now, that's the only place that I done found got real meat. Sonic ain't even got real meat no more.
Don't say it about Sonic. But I don't really buy Sonic burgers. I like the jalapenos. I like the jalapeno and I eat the corner dogs. Now I will eat that at Sonic.
I like to say hamburgers, and then I stopped eating fast food a long time ago, about 5-6 years ago. Whataburger, Jack in the Box, I stopped eating all that, and Sonic was about the only thing that I would eat. Then they burgers started hurting my stomach, so I don't eat them no more.
But you know how we was talking about Jaguar right the other day, and how about if she's telling the truth or not? Let's check this out.
People have heard me say a lot is, if I'm lying, sue me. Well, know what? Ain't nobody sue me. You cannot sue someone for telling the truth. Period. When is the public going to start asking relevant questions like, well, if she's lying, why don't they call her a liar? Why doesn't Beyonce call me a liar? Why doesn't Jay-Z call me a liar? Why doesn't anyone challenge me? Like, they're also quick to do their staged beefs that they set up with their publicists and stuff. When are people going to finally just face the fact that we have fallen in love with living in the land of make-believe? Period. We acknowledge the fake shit that we see and hold it in higher regard and esteem than we do the real shit now. Like, we done got so fake that we're overpaying for food that ain't even fucking food, and ain't nobody said a goddamn word about it.
That's the point that I was trying to make.
And that's the point. She ain't been sued by nobody.
That's right. That's the point that I was trying to make the other night. Of course they're going to come out and try to kill her because she's telling the truth. Of course that's the way they want to set her up. That's how they operate. That's their MO.
Yeah.
But like she said, why ain't nobody sued her?
No, I mean nobody.
And how is what she was telling? They missed the whole point. What she's telling before they showed her tripping out on YouTube, going off on her husband and all that kind of stuff. Everything she was telling, it doesn't come to pass.
Yeah. See, I believe her. I believe her, like she said. Nobody sued her. Who sued her? She wasn't sued. Nobody ain't said that she been. I mean, you ain't know nothing.
None of that. None of that.
I'm a celebrity. If you dragging my name like that, I'm gonna sue that bitch.
And if you 43 years old and you was born and raised in Philadelphia, how would you not know the ins and outs of Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Yeah.
If a person born and raised in Texarkana, they know everything about Texarkana. Shit went on before they were born. Shit went on after they left. So how would she not know? If she born and raised in Philadelphia, how would she not know the inner workings of Philadelphia, especially in the black community?
Right.
And the entertainment community, and she was in the entertainment community.
Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of them done talked. I'm sure a lot of females done talked to them, told her shit. She done heard shit. So yeah, I believe her. I believe her girl.
The her shit, she done been in the midst of shit. She told it.
Yeah, she sure have. She have. And to me, it's like she ain't hiding nothing, you know.
And my thing was, because when I was listening to her, when everybody was saying Orlando Brown was crazy, I wasn't saying he was crazy. I wasn't saying nothing. I was just listening to what he was saying.
Yeah.
And when his videos, when they started showing his videos hard in here, and everybody was talking about he was crazy, you know, the interviews he was doing, I wasn't saying nothing. I was just listening to what he was saying.
Yeah.
And then Jaguar Wright basically say the same damn thing he said, just put it in a different way. And then Kanye basically saying what they saying, just putting it in his way. How in the hell are they lying?
Yeah. Yeah. When I see Orlando Brown acting out at first, I'm like, what's wrong? What the hell wrong with him? He acted crazy. Who done gave him my thing? I'm like, who done gave him some? What's going on?
And then he told it. He told it. Yeah, they got him hooked on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He told it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I believe that man. I believe that young, I believe all that.
He started acting when he was 5 years old.
He sure did. He was a little boy.
Little bitty boy. So how would he not know? And how Jaguar Wright in the music industry, he an actor, he was in the entertainment industry. How the fuck they gonna know the same shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Orlando Brown is he might be a couple of years older than her. I think he about 45, about 46, somewhere along in there. And Jaguar Wright, she 43. But he grew up in Hollywood. She grew up in Philadelphia. How do they know the same shit?
Yeah, they don't know yet. They don't even know each other like that. Right. You right, pal.
Kanye West from Chicago.
Yeah.
He in the entertainment, the music industry. And what Jaguar Wright saying, what Orlando Brown saying, went on in the entertainment industry. Jaguar Wright talk about the music industry. Kanye West talk about the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I said a long time ago, because I wasn't really no big Kanye fan. And what happened was me and my daughter was talking, and she didn't like the song Jesus Walks. She said she didn't like that song. And I said that was one of the only songs that he did at that time that I did like.
Yeah.
Because I liked the choir behind him and everything. And then it started making me pay attention. And when his mama died, that's when they started fucking with him and he started tripping. Because they knew the mama was the backbone. And I had listened to him talk right after his mama died, and I said, that's a very intelligent young man.
Yeah, he's very intelligent. That's right. They underestimated him. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he tell you that he quit college to go into the music industry because that education. He said, I knew everything I needed to know. My mama taught me everything. His mama was a teacher. My mama taught me everything I needed to know. She put me on the right track as far as education wise, and I knew I wasn't gonna make no money that way. So I started doing my music. I listened to him talk. And they knew his mama was all he had. All he had.
Yeah.
And Jaguar Wright and a few other people, I can't think off the right top of my head right now, but Jaguar Wright and a few other people said they killed his mama. That's how they got him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna have some kind of surgery. Said she had going to have surgery with somebody that was an unknown doctor and that didn't have no license. Like now, how can it be all that money he got? Tell me this damn woman gonna go to a doctor that ain't got no license. This really ain't got no
thing. That's the same question that Jaguar Wright asked.
You know,
and his mama and Kanye mama was his manager.
Yeah. They say they probably had to get rid of it. I know what it was. They had to get rid of her.
Yep.
They had to get rid of his mom.
Yep.
All there to get to him.
Yep.
But see, like I said, his mom taught him well, and they couldn't get to him, and they still pissed right today.
Mm-hmm.
And they still trying to get to that man. They still trying to get to Kanye.
They doing everything on sun. And I agree with him. I agree with him when he got into it with Kim about letting the daughter be all on TikTok and making the videos. She wasn't old enough to be doing all that.
Right. Right.
And you know, we got morals and stuff, and the vast majority of us do try to keep our kids as long as we can.
Right.
The poor some people don't care.
Yeah, the girl, she was getting out there. She was kind of fast. She was putting
Yep.
out there too. She was putting out there now. She was doing that.
But she wasn't out there when they was together. When Kim and Kanye was together, she wasn't out there unless she was with them.
Right. Right. Well, and what's going on with Kris Jenner? What's going on with her? Her boyfriend broke up, and couldn't find out. I seen her boyfriend. He was a black young dude. I was like, oh,
cause they go after them niggas and destroy them.
Yeah.
And then when they get a lot of them, when they get in there, they see they ain't worth shit. You know, Tokyo Tony, what Black China, Tokyo Tony daughter. You know she got a baby by the son.
Yeah.
And Tokyo Tony, I watched the interview with her. She said she prayed. She kept on telling her daughter to get away from them people before she even got pregnant by that boy. And she kept on telling her, get away from them people, they not right. And said Black China wouldn't listen to her. Angela, that's her name.
Yeah.
Said she changed it back. Said she wouldn't listen to her, and she had to find out. She said, I cried a minute a night about my grandbabies and my daughter, but mainly my grandbabies because I knew they was innocent in the whole thing. And my daughter was old enough to know, and she wouldn't listen. Then they started trying to make everybody think Tokyo Tony was crazy.
Who in the hell is Tokyo Tony?
You showed her on that video. She got the gap with the hair and was talking. I forgot.
Oh,
You
yeah. Her. Yeah.
You just showed a couple of videos. Yeah.
Okay.
Black China is her daughter.
Okay. Well.
And how I know who she is because when I started watching her and Jaguar Wright friends.
Yeah.
And they was on a live together one night. That's how I found out who she was. Because I was watching Jaguar Wright and Tokyo Tony was on there with her.
Oh, okay. Well, see, now she tells a lot too. Now she talks a lot.
She tells a whole lot.
Yeah, she talks a lot. Yeah.
And she talks bad about them Kardashians.
Yeah. She talks a lot about the industry too. She talks a lot. She sure do. She definitely do. Because I'm like, now I'm like, where she come from? But now I know where she come from. Now, okay, now I got it.
Yep.
Now I got it. I got it. I sure do. Yeah, let's check out. We was talking about the TikTok earlier. Now let's check out this about TikTok. Hold on. I know I ain't buying never TikTok.
Hey everyone.
What?
Look at my face. It's devastating, right? I want to inform everyone about the risk of a BBL broadband laser facial. I recently went in to see my esthetician and was told that this would be perfect for my skin. No risk, no scarring, no downtime, just a little bit of swelling. Unfortunately, after my service, I went into shock, had to be sent to the ER, and now have first and second degree burns. This service is not for melanated skin, not for pigmented skin, and at this point, shouldn't even be offered to people with brown skin.
You know what? Why you ain't gonna buy nothing from TikTok, Kazzy?
I want to girl mess people's face up like that, girl.
TikTok didn't do that. You didn't hear what she said? She went to the doctor and had a laser procedure done.
Right. But she said, did she say she had seen it on TikTok or something like that?
No, she just the caption said the laser, whatever it was, procedure burns TikToker's face.
Oh, burnt her face. I'm like, oh
yeah.
No.
No.
How can you tell her that? See, the doctor told her it was perfectly okay for her to do it. But
Of course they gonna tell her that. She melanated. They think the white man's ice is always colder. And Sarah, I love you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I love you to death, Sarah. But it ain't got it, they gonna believe the laser going up on they can't give me no laser eye surgery. I don't want none of that. If they was to come tell me right now, we can fix your optical vein in your eye, the one I can't see out of, but we gonna have to do laser. That's all right. I've 10 years I ain't had but one eye. I can go 10 more.
You wouldn't get it done, pal?
Nope.
I see a lot of people be getting it done though.
I told my family, unless I'm really sick or I pass out and y'all can't bring me back, that's when y'all better call the ambulance. They get mad at me now because they literally have to make me go to the doctor or the hospital sometimes.
Yeah.
I had a kidney infection one time. I'm laying up hurting. I knew it was a kidney infection. I knew I need to go get them antibiotics, but I would not go. And that's the only time I listened to my husband mama. She said, you know what, because she had just left Michigan and she had a kidney infection. She had to be hospitalized. She said, you know what just happened to me. Get on up and go to the doctor. And I knew I needed to go get them antibiotics. I knew I needed to, and I finally got on. I couldn't even hardly walk, and I knew it was my kidneys.
You couldn't hardly walk. You messed around, took that long to get off your butt, girl.
Because I don't trust them people.
Girl.
And I'm not just a skeptic either. I have reason to not trust them people. I told you when I had my second son, the doctor pushed him back up in me and said he delivered him.
Ain't that so?
Pushed him back to his shoulders and pulled him right back out. And my son was already having problems. He had mucus in his lung, had a heart problem. He got a heart problem now.
Yeah.
In the whole 9 yards. And he was cutting, they had gave me oxygen, but he was still cutting my wind off. Because all my oxygen was going to him. Because his lungs was full of mucus. And he was coming, and they hadn't been there to see me. And my mama old school, you know, my mama, she said you get a pain push. And he was cutting my wind off. I couldn't breathe, and they had me on oxygen, and I still couldn't breathe. So when I got that pain, I pushed it. He come out. And when at that time, they were still taking you to the delivery room, and they rushed me to the delivery room. And that doctor, I felt it. I'm not crazy. I know what I felt. I wasn't on no drugs. They hadn't gave me nothing but oxygen, and I was high off that natural pure oxygen. And I felt that doctor push him right back to his shoulders and pull him right back out. So I don't play with them. And then I worked at the hospital, and I saw some of the crooked shit they did just as a housekeeper.
I always wanted to work at the hospital, but I always want to work at cafeteria. Cause at Wiley Hospital, baby, them salads be going down at Wiley Hospital, baby.
I worked at Wiley Hospital for a year and a half. I worked the whole 9 months. I was pregnant with the last one. I worked the whole 9 months in housekeeping, and I was buffing and waxing floors, pregnant.
Buffing and waxing, girl?
Yep, I was using the buffer.
You just never know how much strength you got when you're a woman. You hear me? We got all the strength.
I was doing while at that time, while I had 2 daycare centers, they shut the one down that I was at and moved them to the bigger one. And the one that I was at had 6 classrooms, the middle area, and a kitchen. And each one of the classrooms had a bathroom. And I had to clean the whole thing by myself. And I had to, in the middle out there and the classroom where they didn't have no carpet, I had to buff and wax the floors. I had to strip the floors, put the strip on there, and mop that up. Then put the wax down there and spread it out. And then buff it and make it shine. I had to do it all.
I know that's right.
I knew how to do it because when me and my first husband was together, he used to work at Liberty Island, the primary. And one spring break, I went to work with him, and that's what they did on spring break was buff and wax the floors, and he showed me how to do it.
Girl, let me tell you something. So, you know, I always, I had to get a good laugh in, but let's check out these bad kids. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but check out these badass kids, girl. It's just too fun. Check it out.
Hey, I plan on taking me a couple of plates home. I'm practicing on be making that shit. That's my baby. Nah, you are. Yeah, we got another friend. Just how you got just how you. Just how
I got tickled when I saw that. I got tickled and I had a flashback and thought about my oldest son because that's some shit he would have did.
Lord mercy, when I seen it, girl, I had watched it about 4 times.
That tickled me too.
4 times.
That tickled me. People, they be talking about real boys. I said, yeah, real boys. My boys are real boys because they was bad as hell, especially my oldest son. He bad as hell when he was little. That little motherfucker bad. And he would do some shit like that. He would do some, and my younger son too. One time, my oldest son was playing little league football over there at the practice field in Liberalo, you know, up there by the gym on LCI, the practice field out there. Yeah. My oldest son was playing flag football out there. All of a sudden, the sprinklers come on in the middle of the game. I looked down there. My youngest son and his 2 friends down there that turned the sprinklers on in the middle of the damn game. Why y'all down there fucking with shit?
No,
when I looked down there because I knew they were down there playing. And I knew what the sprinkler system was. And I knew they was down there playing. And when they came on, I looked. And I got up and headed that way and they took off running. Then just turned the whole sprinkler on in the middle of the football game.
Bad. It's bad.
My boy was bad. The youngest boy, he a mama's boy, but he bad as hell too. He was bad as hell too.
But you know, what they say, the kids be kids. Because once they grow up, God dog me, boy, when they grow up, that's boy I say. When they grow up.
Mm-hmm. And you be surprised what kind of impression you make on them too when they're young.
Yeah.
You be surprised, and sometimes they let you know and sometimes they don't. Like Lil Michael James, that's my youngest son's friend, you know, he went to NFL and all that shit. He played football with my son then. My son then won state when they was in 11th grade. And him and Lil Michael been friends ever since the 3rd grade. And they still friends to this day. And when my son got married, Lil Michael was the best man, and he got up and he made a speech. And he say, I still remember when Jeremy stepdaddy made us stand at that sink and wash all them socks out. He said, now I ain't have no socks in there because Jeremy was my friend. My husband made it was a whole trash bag full of socks. They had stole his socks and just wearing the socks. Every time they need socks, he going constantly buying socks, and they going in there stealing the socks because they knew. Don't want to put theirs in the wash. And it was a trash bag full. He made them stand there and wash every one of them on their hand. And Lil Michael said I still remember when Jeremy's stepdaddy made us, Jane Winters, because that's what they call him by his whole name, made us stand at that sink and wash all them socks and hang them on the line. And Lil Michael stood right there with Jeremy and helped him wash them socks.
Oh, what a friend. That's a friend. He's gonna fight it out with his friend, god dog. You hear me?
Yep. And they friends right to this day. My son, matter of fact, about 2-3 weeks ago, just come back from Oregon, up there with him.
Yeah, girl, I'll tell you what. But we're gonna see, Pep, how this president thing gonna work out. People saying that he should just let her finish the rest of the term out, not put her to be voting in, go vote for be on the ballot for president.
Well, okay, let me run that down right quick. Biden's still the president. He just not running for re-election.
Right.
He endorsed Kamala, but this what ain't nobody talking about, because they want everybody to stay retarded, and that's why so they could pump her up. The Democratic National Convention is in August. The delegates still have to nominate her, and she might not even get nominated.
Shut your mouth. Well, if they don't nominate her, who they gonna nominate? Didn't nobody but Trump? That's it.
Nah, Trump is Republican, so he already on the ticket.
Well,
the delegates.
Who they gonna get then?
That's what you gotta. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. You gotta wait until August, cause them Democrats might pull a rabbit out the hat, cause they know Kamala is not gonna. That's not gonna fly. Number one, she is a woman. Number two, she is. I don't know what she wanted, black, Asian, whatever, cause she ain't black, Jamaican, Indian, whatever you is. Number three, who run the country? All white men.
Yeah.
That's another reason why Hillary didn't get it.
Now, I heard somebody talking about if she get President Hillary Clinton gonna be mad. Well, Hillary done had her time. Shit.
Hillary ain't gonna get mad, cause Kill Bill and Hillary done endorsed Kamala. They endorsed her. The mulatto Obama ain't endorsed her.
I wonder why he endorsed her. I wonder.
Cause he pulling strings. But Kill Bill in the Democratic Party, the Clintons and the Obamas got actually, to be honest, because Clinton and Obama was the last Democratic presidents we done had, and they actually, beside the big dollar donors, the people that donate to the campaign, the one to put the big money in, but that's who actually running the Democratic Party. The Clintons and Obamas and the big donors. The big donors really got the biggest say because they the one putting the money in.
Yeah.
And the Clintons done endorsed Kamala. They endorsed her ass because she ain't saying she black and she got a white husband. Obama is running game, in my opinion. He running game because he got another agenda, but he know his other agenda ain't gonna fly if you think it's Michelle.
Well, to Michelle, it's too late for her because shit, she should have been pitching her, making her pitch a long time ago. Because when she first said she was gonna run, she should have been doing her work then. But then she got quiet.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Pay attention.
Pump everybody up. That's what they were doing, pal.
Pay attention. Michelle not gonna make it because number one, she's a heavy melanated woman. A heavy melanated woman. So no.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that's one. Okay, I got you. That's one. Okay, got you.
That's part of the reason.
Okay.
They playing with Kamala because she's a light skin and she ain't saying she black and she got a white husband. But she still ain't gonna make it.
Okay, I got that. I got that part. Right.
But she still ain't gonna make it because the dominant society is not ready for that. Why you think they was jumping up and down and hearing trying to get Nancy Pelosi away from the Speaker of the House? Because they don't. It's all right for women to be in positions, but not in top positions.
Yeah.
Them people ain't come to grips with that yet.
Yeah.
And as far as Kamala is concerned, this first black this, the first black that's not flying with the black community anymore. Don't nobody care about that no more. We tired of looking at that. We tired of hearing that.
We did that with Obama, and then too much of nothing happened. So that
nothing happened. I told you when I got mad at Obama. I told you when I got mad at Obama when it was Mike Brown.
Oh yeah, Mike Brown, yeah.
And then Tamir Rice, all the rest of them, all these black men, all these black boys, all these young black boys, and you ain't do nothing about it.
He didn't do nothing. No. It was the people of the streets had to step in and make something. The news, the people of the street, the people of the community, the melanated people had to go in and step in and put their foot down. And see, that's what people don't understand. And once we get together and we all act right, we can move some shit. But when we all don't stick together and people going being pulled over here and people pulled over here, it's gonna be a conflict. It's a problem. It's the middleman.
And then this another thing that made me mad. After they killed, it was some Mike Brown got killed in a suburb in St. Louis, and they said St. Louis is off the hook.
Yeah.
And it was a black activist down there that was already kind of stirring up a little stank. But after Mike Brown got killed, they really went full force.
Yeah.
And one of the black activists, a young black man, his mama said she got up and went to her kitchen and her son was hanging in her backyard from a tree with his clothes down, and they said it was suicide. And he was one of the ones. He was one of the ones kicking up a lot of dust about Mike Brown and what was going on with the black people in St. Louis. And she said she got up and went to her kitchen and looked out the window, and there her son was hanging from the tree with his clothes down. And they told her
he was talking too much. He started a whole ruckus. And they
he had already started a ruckus because he wasn't giving them police no thing, and he was at City Hall all the time and everything. He was one of the head activists down there that was stumping the yard by Mike Brown. He was already stumping the yard about the bullshit. Yeah. About how they was treating black people anyway. And then when they killed Mike Brown, he was really going hard in the paint. And then she said she got up, and then the other son was found. That son was hanging from the tree, and the other son was found in the trunk of his car dead.
Oh, they unalived both of them?
Yes.
Okay. Both of them was her boys?
And she said it bothered her, both of them, but the fact that her son was in her backyard hanging from a tree with his clothes down, she said, I know damn well my son ain't killed himself.
Yeah.
And they said it was suicide.
Yeah, they was playing. They did that.
Yeah, because she said, I watched the interview with the mom. She said they had been harassing him. The police had been harassing him.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing about it. When we start speaking up and they know we right, that's when they start harassing you and shit like that.
Yeah.
They're just crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I just figured that this is how I think. I think that Kamala Harris, I think that she, as soon as she said that she was gonna run, they started doing campaign ads. Girl started showing up, girl, and she started popping up on the TV, girl, on the laptop and stuff. And they start putting her out there within 15 minutes.
Yep, they trying to get everybody. They think they gonna brainwash everybody. The Democratic Party is done.
But my thing is, like Charles White said, she's a black lady, a melanated one, what you gonna call her, but she got a white husband. Do you think they're gonna let her in? Do you think they're gonna let her be a president? And she black, that the skin of our color, and she got a white husband. There's no way in the world they said that he said they're gonna let her be president. And not only that, if she become president by accident, and you think Trump ain't gonna really want to find all them 9,099,455, $65,000 votes? So he gonna find them votes that he gonna want this time for real. And not only that, I think she might mess around and get assassinated.
But this is what I'm saying. This is, like I said a while ago, ain't nobody saying it, and it's actually what the case is. They not finna let her be no. Marrying a white man is the criteria.
Yeah.
You gotta have a white man. Condoleezza Rice got a white man. Ketanji Brown Jackson got a white husband. All of them up there
And she
is
got
they either
quiet too.
gay,
Yeah, go ahead.
single, they either gay, single, or got a white husband. That's the criteria.
Yeah.
You better not come up here with no black man.
Yeah.
And so she meets the criteria because she ain't black. They just using her melanin to say she black to try to pander to the black community. But she not gonna get it because she not a white man.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot, pal. It's gonna be. Who?
Let me get it.
I'm surprised. I'm for real. I'm surprised I'm trying to knock her off.
No, ain't nobody gonna try to knock her off. Ain't nobody gonna try to knock her off.
You don't think so?
Nah. Ain't nobody gonna try to knock her off. For what? For what?
They don't want her. They don't want her to be no president.
She ain't gonna be the president no way. Let me give you case in point on how America works. You've been living in Texas the majority of your life, right?
Right.
How many female governors have Texas had in your lifetime? One. Ann Richards. And they let her run for 2 terms, and you ain't had another one since. And she was a Democrat. And she the only woman that done been governor of Texas. What else is the governor of Texas? Ku Klux Klan is in a wheelchair, but he a white man. That's all the proof you need right there.
Yeah, and Richard, ain't nobody been there since her butt. You sure right. Now come thinking about you right.
It was all men before, and it's been all men after.
I wonder why, man. I was thinking why they feel like a woman can't do the job. I wonder why they feel like that. They feel like the women's feelings are too soft for because a woman is as smart as a man. So what makes them think a woman couldn't run a country? You know, a black woman or a white woman. It don't matter what the race is. Why they feel like a woman can't run a country better than a man because it started out with a man from the beginning, from day one.
Because according to them, the man supposed to be the ruler.
So they trying to go by the Bible, but they don't want to enforce the Bible. That you trying to say?
No, because it really ain't in the Bible. You got to question some of that too, because of course the man is stronger and more powerful, and he's a man, and he's supposed to be the protector and the provider. That's true. But if you actually look at it, every man except for quote unquote Adam, every man came through a woman.
Right. I know that. Right.
And they don't want they got to keep the man the ruler of everything. They got to keep that in their eyes. That's supposed to rule. And a woman, you will let you get up here for a little while, but you ain't gonna run too much or nothing. That's the reason why, and everybody said it too. Hillary, you hadn't ran the White House. You ran the White House when your husband was there. You ran the White House when you was Secretary of State. Obama made you Secretary of State. You was running the White House then, because you the one talked his ass into going killing Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein.
Right.
Why the Bushes couldn't get him? The Bushes couldn't get him because they know they were crooked, number one, and he was finna tell it.
Yeah.
Especially after George Bush got out of office and they bought most of them troops from over there. He was finna tell it. He was finna tell exactly what happened because he was working with their ass, and the amount of money they supposed to been paying him after he did the dirt that they wanted him to do. They reneged and didn't want to pay him, and he was finna tell it. That's why they went kill. Why they didn't get Osama bin Laden?
So that's why they got rid of him.
Yes. Why they didn't get Osama bin Laden? That was the biggest.
But Obama got bin Laden though, didn't he?
No, that's what they want you to believe. That man had more money. That Osama bin Laden had more money than the United States had. Period.
Yeah.
How you gonna get me? How you gonna get me? I got more money than your whole country. How you gonna get me?
Yeah.
So if you just really think about it, and money talking bullshit walk, y'all ain't got that. Y'all ain't fuck with Osama bin Laden. Y'all ain't killed that man. He somewhere hiding, and y'all don't know where he at. So y'all said y'all killed him. Y'all blew up the compound where he was at.
You think he's still alive, girl?
I think he is.
Shut your mind.
I think he is. Cause they dummies. They the ones said how rich he was. So if he got more money than the United States got, period, how you gonna get me? My money talk. Money talk, bullshit walk. So in my opinion, YouTube. My opinion is the last place they thought he was, when they got there, he wasn't there, and they blew it up and said they killed him.
But he probably somewhere else underground somewhere else.
You got to look at everything they telling. What lie? What's the truth and what's the lie? For the longest, y'all said y'all couldn't find him. He was hid in the caves, and y'all didn't know where he was at. And all the time you knew about what he was doing is when he was putting out the video.
Right.
Y'all didn't know where he was at. So that was about 2, 3, maybe 4 years. Y'all didn't know where he was at. But then all of a sudden y'all found him. Come on now.
You know what? They did find him mighty quick though, didn't they?
Come on now. That didn't make sense to me then.
You know what? They did find Obama. Bin Laden. They did find him really fast.
But them 2, 3 years before, y'all couldn't find him. Didn't know where he was at. Now, which lie? Y'all couldn't find him? Mm-hmm. Or y'all knew where he was at all the time? What lie y'all gonna tell?
They knew where he was the whole time.
They didn't know where he was. Still don't know where he at. Cause they couldn't control him. That's why they was trying to kill him.
But they did unlock. But they got his brother though. When his brother they unaligned.
Yeah, one of his brothers, I think, and 1 or 2 of his sons.
And get them some good. They were some good looking men too.
Mm-hmm.
They're some good looking men. They were no white. They something else. They're not white. What is that? They're not white. What are they?
They Afghanistan, Iranian, Iraqi, some of them over there in the Middle East. I don't know. Some over there in Africa, cause the Middle East is in Africa.
Yeah. Well.
And Osama bin Laden was cause whoever it was, I don't know who it was, but it was somebody close in his camp. Told it, and somebody close in his camp was one who helped the CIA get close enough to him to kill him. But he was finna tell what went down, and he was working with the CIA, and they promised him so much money and shit. And then after he did the little dirt that they wanted him to do, they didn't want to pay him. And he was finna tell the world what was going on. So they had to get rid of him.
I wonder what he was going to tell.
What they were doing and what he was helping them doing.
He been helping them do it.
Yep. Because if you pay attention, one while it was Osama bin Laden. Then it was Saddam Hussein. Then it went back to Osama bin Laden. One while all they was talking about was Osama bin Laden. Because, you know, that was people over here, they used to call my husband Osama bin Laden because his beard was way longer than what it is now. He used to plait it up. And he used to say, "Hell, I might be him. Y'all don't know." And one while they was talking about Osama bin Laden. That's all they was talking about. Osama bin when Clinton was in office, they was talking about Osama bin Laden, Osama bin Laden, Osama bin Laden. When Baby Bush got up there and stirred up all that bullshit up about the damn oil, and that man chucked that shoe at him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Then they went to talking about Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
And Hillary Clinton still had a grudge. She was mad about the shit that went down when Bill was in office with Osama bin Laden. So they had to bring that back up and act like they got him and killed him to get the talk down about that. And kill Saddam Hussein.
Have you been reading about what's going on with the Social Security?
They said they're supposed to be getting a raise.
What? Hell, how much is 2.7? $50?
2.7 is the whatever amount you get. Is a percent of whatever amount you get.
That ain't gonna be nothing.
It probably ain't gonna be nothing about $50, $150. It ain't much.
They said that's the lowest it's been since 1990 something.
Okay, well, stop giving it to the Ukraine. They ain't work for it. You can give me more.
It ran like that for like 3 or 4 years before they finally got a raise. And I'm like, how stingy can Social Security be? With the
because they spending the money everywhere else. Some of them people been up there in Congress because I've been watching it ever since they started talking back in 2000, 2001 when they started talking about raising the retirement age to 70. I started paying attention to that when they started talking about it. So
yeah,
and it been people up there in Congress been telling that they've been using the Social Security reserves for a whole bunch of other shit that they ain't supposed to be using it for. And now here in 2024, you telling people that you taking the Social Security, you giving the Ukraine Social Security money. And the Ukraine ain't work for no Social Security money. So that means you done went back into the Social Security fund from all these people, and all the American people done paid into their Social Security, and you giving it to the Ukraine. I got a problem with that. And people say, a lot of people say, don't complain if you don't vote, go and vote. Well, I ain't getting nothing out of my vote. That's why I ain't complaining. So I ain't vote. I have every right to complain because all the years that I did vote, I still didn't get nothing and y'all did what y'all wanted to do. My people still on the bottom of the totem pole. So I can complain all I want because my people still on the bottom of the totem pole and I was voting. And what good did it do me? Nothing. I stood in line, I'll admit it. And I talk cash shit. I stood in line in 2008. I stood there for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours trying to vote for Obama. I even went and voted for Hillary. And I ain't voted since.
I don't know, but I tell you what. I don't think I'm probably still not gonna end up voting because it just, then Roland Martin. I don't like Roland Martin.
Roland Martin for shit. That fat pig here, Democratic shield.
He down with other people too. I don't trust Roland Martin.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
And then he a Democratic shit. And then his people ain't from here no way. They not from the soil. They from I think they from Jamaica, Haiti. His family, I think his family is Jamaican, Haiti. One of them. His mom and dad ain't from here. So and usually them people that talk down on us, check their background. They not from the soil. You got some that's stupid that's from the soil.
But he was living in Houston though, right?
He grew up in Houston. He might have been born in Houston, but his mom and daddy ain't from America. Candace Owens' mama and daddy. Candace Owens' mom and daddy ain't from America.
Well, how they have no talk shit and they ain't even from America?
That's pay attention to a lot of them that do talk shit. They somewhere down the line they not from the soil. And when I say from the soil, they can't trace their lineage back to the killing field, the slavery killing fields. They can't do it. But you do got some out there that can and still talk shit. Them that's dumb. They brainwashed, and you ain't gonna never wake them up. But a lot of them that talk shit to, cause you know Roland Martin cussed black folks out in 26 in
I know he
2020.
He talks plenty of shit. That's correct.
And then I did my little research on him. You was born in November 1968. You said you grew up in Clinton Park. I basically grew up in Clinton Park too, cause my auntie lived in Galena Park, and it's like a little Clinton Park is like the little suburb. Before you get to the suburb in Galena Park, you got to come off the freeway, go through Clinton Park. You can go the back way, or you can go straight the main road and go to Galena Park. So Clinton Park wasn't all that when you was growing up, Roland Martin. We the same age, and I spent the first 12, about from the time I was 3-12 in Galena Park. My auntie used to go to the chain store in Clinton Park.
Well, why the hell he 50-something, he 56? He look old as hell.
He be 56 in November, cause I did the research on him. After he said he grew up in Clinton Park, and I knew exactly what he was talking about. Exactly. It was close enough that we could get on our bicycles and ride to Clinton Park. I knew exactly what he talked about. Take you right there now. And so I went and did my research. I Googled his ass. You ain't shit. Your parents ain't from here. I'm gonna tell you another. I'm gonna give you another example of one. And his parents, he is from the soil, and he a butter biscuit all day, every day. And that's Van Jones.
Van Jones.
He used to be he black man, wear glasses, got a bald head. He was on TV crying when Biden got. Roland Martin was crying. Van Jones was crying when Biden got elected. Van Jones is the man that Jeff Bezos gave that $10 million to.
Okay.
That's Van Jones. He was born in 19. When he got on there, I went and Googled his ass too, because everybody was talking about it. So I knew he was, but I wanted to know a little bit about him too. I went and Googled his ass too. You born in 1968 too. You making you look bad. Both of y'all.
They make you look bad, Pep.
Yeah. Both of them born in 1968. Making you look bad. Cause y'all butter biscuits like a motherfucker. And you got some butter biscuits in Gen X, but a lot of Gen Xers, we are the warriors. We the one out there stumping the yard.
Yeah.
Especially the younger Gen Xers, the 40s, the ones in their 40s, like 45, 46, 47, especially them 43, 44. Them, a lot of them, they really stumping the yard. Cause us, the older ones, the Gen X, some say 64, some say 65. And a lot of them that's born at 65, up in there, 66, a lot of them, they still brainwashed, don't know no better. But you got a lot, because when we was teenagers and shit, that's when, right before the crack hit.
Yeah, you're right.
And in the 80s, that's when a lot of the KKK started trying to raise their head again.
Right.
And we wasn't having it. We wasn't having it. We wasn't kissing. We wasn't doing. Our parents taught us to go to school and don't show out, but we wasn't taking no shit from them white folks.
So wasn't with the girls. See what you say?
I told you about when we was in 12th grade, was senior high school, and I was about 6 months pregnant. And the Ku Klux Klan decided they wanted to march up there by where they put 151 in Texarkana, across 59, right there by the school.
Yeah.
They decided they was working on 151 then. They had just started working on it. So they decided they was gonna have them a rally up there walking. And the football boys, it got down to the school. They was trying to lock the school down, trying to keep us in, and it wasn't gonna work. And the football boys, they went up there, and I was trying to find me a ride. I want to go too.
You're crazy.
And Knox saying, you can't go, you pregnant. I don't give a damn about being pregnant. I want to go up there and talk my shit too. They wouldn't let me go. Cause I was trying to get in the car with them football boys, and they wouldn't let me go.
They know your butt. They know your butt didn't need to go.
Cause a lot of them, they know, once they got to know me, they knew I was quiet and shit. But once they got to know me, they knew I had a little fire in my pants.
Hey, Tar.
I might have been quiet and a little nerd, but they knew get me riled up. And they sure saw it when they were trying to shut that school down and keep them from going. They was trying to keep the football boys from going up there, but a lot of them black boys went up there.
No, we
and I was trying to find me a ride, and they wouldn't let me go.
We weren't scared of the KKK in Arkansas.
No.
You heard me? We weren't scared of them.
We ready to fight them.
Yeah.
Our group was ready to fight them. The Gen X was ready to fight them.
Yeah, we didn't take no shit back then.
Yeah, because at that time, a lot of the dominant society, the people our age, they would fuck with us to see if we were docile like our parents. And they didn't mind letting us know that they was being taught that we was niggers at home. And we didn't mind letting them know that we'll whoop a white motherfucker ass.
Okay, because I could swear when Rodney was going with Renee, I knew it. I didn't think that was gonna work out good at all, pal.
You know you got a baby vibe.
Yeah, I know it got a baby vibe, but I'm just saying she's a white girl, and then they were trying to hide it first in school. They try to hide it first.
I told you that Tara Jacobs whooped her ass.
Yeah.
I told you about that. You fucking Cedric Jetson and Tara Jacobs. Tara Jacobs and Cedric Jetson is married right to this day. Right to this day. But when we was in seniors in high school, when Cedric Jetson got Tara, she was looking for him and couldn't find him. And she, they stayed over there in Carr Park. And she went to Carr Park. He wasn't answering the phone, none of that. She was calling him at home, didn't nobody know where was at. And she went to Carr Park and called him with Renee Kelly and whooped her ass. So then it was all over school the next day. And Teddy walk around with his head. He walk around with his head down. Wasn't saying shit.
He should.
And they married right to this day. They married right to this day and stay here in Arlington somewhere. Cause he my friend on Facebook. He always have been my friend though.
Her dad and my mom used to be friends. We did a long story together.
And her little brother Kurt, he was in love with Pokey.
See,
he loved him.
Yeah, I do. Wait.
See, our little brother, he was real short.
Yeah,
he was a little bitty something.
I remember that now.
And his name was Kurt Kelly. And he was in love with Pokey. Boy, he was crazy about Pokey. And Pokey like, what I'm gonna do with that little old thing? What I'm gonna do with him? And he white too. Ain't nothing I can do with Kurt but take his money. And that's all she was doing.
Take that money.
He was crazy about Pokey.
Yeah.
Well, you know how big my sister is. Well, how big she was. Pokey was damn near 6 feet tall. She was in 7th grade.
How's she doing now anyway?
She doing all right. I talked to her a couple weeks ago. We was laughing, playing on the phone. She doing cause she went back. One of the lung, she had the lung transplant, and one of them got pneumonia in it, and she had to go back in the hospital. She was in there about 2 weeks, and I called her to check on her. And so happened when I called her, they was sending her home. My brother was up there taking her home. And we was on the phone laughing, talking shit to each other.
Well, I'm glad she's doing all right. Tell her ass about it. I ain't seen her long or how long.
You know Pokey stand by taller than you do.
I know it. I'm 5'8".
Pokey was 5'7" when she was in 7th grade.
Yeah, she was. You was short anyway, pal. Shit.
Yep. My mom and dad. I told you my dad probably about 4-5 inches taller than me.
Yeah, you always been.
I couldn't help but be little. And then his daddy was a little bitty.
I'll ask what happened to Cedric Williams and Chris Williams? What they had?
Who?
Chris Williams and Timothy Williams. My bad.
I don't know what Chris said, but Tim back in Texarkana, you know, he did 20 years in the service. Him and Bob Beasley both.
I can't stand Bob Beasley.
You know, that was Poker boyfriend for a while. And Bob, them was all my friends. Them was all my friends, all especially Tim. Tim tried to holler at me too. I hooked him up with Jamie, my first husband cousin.
Bob Beasley, so I can't stand Bob Beasley.
And we was all friends, and then my auntie used to talk to Chris, cause Chris and Cedric was big buddies. And my auntie used to talk to Chris, and Chris, they like family to me. And I know Tim and Bob both did 20 years in the service. And I was at the store on 7th Street in Texarkana about 2-3 years. No, it might have been about 7-8 years ago, cause it's when I had that red car. And I pulled up at the store, and I seen the dude sitting in the car, but I wasn't paying no attention. I just looked over there and seen the dude. You know how you just look and see somebody sitting in the car, you don't look and see who it is. And I wasn't paying no attention. I went on in the store, and I'm standing at the counter, and somebody walked up behind me and put their arms around me. I'm jumping and shit. Somebody, nigga, you could have spoke. I'm like, you seen me in that car. I said I wasn't paying no attention. I promise I was. And it was Tim Williams.
I ain't seen Tim. I remember when me and Chris Williams used to dance all the time. We used to pop lock in school and dance. Yep. I ain't seen that in a long time.
You know, Chris and Cedric was big buddies. Chris is the reason why my daughter's name is Kataya. Cause I said Kataya. That's what I was gonna name her, Kataya. And he said that's ugly. So I put an accent over the A and said Kataya. He said, yeah, that's better. And that's her name.
So what happened? I remember Sonya was going through it one while. I remember she had one baby she had ran over by accident.
I think she's still somewhere around there in Texarkana. I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to ask Tamika, because I know Tamika asked no. She ain't from Texarkana. She know every goddamn body in Texarkana. But I'm gonna have to ask Tamika. And tell her in, because I think she's still somewhere around there in Texarkana.
Tori said she say little bit something. I'm talking about a tall midget.
I'm a midget with a big mouth. I ain't no midget. I'm 4'11". But my driver's license say 5'1".
You 4'11" pair?
Yeah, I'm 4'11". My husband a whole foot taller than me. He 5'11".
Sometimes, you know, I watched this show called The Eyes or something, but they had these women was talking to the men, or the men were talking to the women, or the men were bigger than the women, something like that. I'm like, oh wow,
my first love was Itty. My first love was Itty Bitty. If you see him right now, he turned 60 on the 7th of July. If you see him right now, you would not believe. You would have to literally look in his face to see he that old, because he little bitty too. And that's the only little bitty person I ever done. All the rest of them been. Cedric was 6'3". My ex-husband was 6'2".
The strong person I'm dating
way taller.
Gavin daddy talking about 5'7", 5'6", like that. I ain't never done nothing about a short.
I had one itty bitty man when you seen us together. That's the one that I played with when I decided to leave. When me and my husband went through the thing. You seen us together, you would get tickled. It's two little bitty people. He barely taller than me too. And he turned 60. He turned 60 in just on the 7th of July. He turned 60 years old. And he itty bitty. And was married to a big old woman taller than him, and she was big too. I'm like, what the hell? When they say Mud and Jeff, that was Mud and Jeff. I don't mean to talk about the woman because she's dead now, but that was Mud and Jeff. Because she was way taller than him, and she was big, and he itty bitty and skinny. He said he still could go in the little boy section and buy him some pants.
Girl. So I got echo, Rizzo. I don't know why I got an echo.
Yeah, Tori, I'm itty bitty. I'm itty bitty with a big old mouth, and I can get real loud.
So you can get real loud, Pat.
My family hate when I can't help it. I have to be heard.
Right.
And I grew up in the, and you know, people from the country is loud anyway.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Well, you know we country.
Yeah, I'm country. I ain't gonna lie.
Tori said, "Why y'all do us like that?" Oh yeah, Tori's the one that came to the Bloom release. I sure appreciate the Tori, man. Look him. That show with some love. Well, I tell you,
we're gonna have to get together and do something, friend. We're gonna have to get together and do something.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
I don't know. We're gonna have to get together and do something. Since the dude wanna renege on the
barbershop.
Yeah. Maybe we could take some donations and get some school supplies. That seemed to go over a little bit better anyway.
Shoot. Let's see. We got the school supply. Well, no, I got an EIN number and everything. So,
Yep. Well, I can go to Sam's and get some stuff. And I was telling my daughter last night, I said, don't buy no pencils for school. I got 6 boxes of pencils in my drawer, and it's 12 in each one of them.
Yeah.
I keep stuff like that. I used to, like, my 2 granddaughters, when their mama, when she was 16 when she had one of them, and 18 when she had that. I was buying school supplies for my kids, her too. I keep pencils and pens and paper and stuff like that. I keep stuff like that because I didn't never want that to be no excuse. My kids don't come in here telling me you ain't got no paper, no pencil, because you know I keep that. And when school starts, right around the corner. Yeah, and we might get some together. They might go a little and meet up somewhere and hand out, and let people know we gonna hand out some school supplies.
Well, year before last, I did school supplies. I had got like about $600 school supplies, and I passed out school supplies. Then the same day, when I passed out school supplies, somebody turned around about burgers, about 25 hamburgers from McDonald's, and I fed the homeless people with that and gave them water.
Yeah. So maybe we can get together and I see all over the social media they want us to celebrate August the 5th.
What's August the 5th?
That's when they had the brawl down there in Alabama with the folding chair.
What they doing? What they doing? Beating folks up with the chairs on August 5th? What's going on?
They won't. On social media, a lot of people talk about it. They want us to use that as a holiday that black people, stood up and fought back, and make our own holiday like we did Juneteenth before they co-opted it.
Yeah. Tori said, Miss Perp, I appreciate the invite, but I hate it was late. That's okay. I need Dr. Balloons. That's right, Tori. That's okay. It ain't how late you was, as long as you showed up, brother. I showed that's all right. Shoot. But maybe we can do some. I know if I knew how to do hair, I mean I can do some hair, but I ain't just I can do two braids, a couple ponytails, but I wish I could do some girls' hair, but girls' hair costs so much money, Pep. I mean it just you add hair, feed and braids, and I don't stay with you now. Well, hold up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't find nobody, no beautician. You don't find beauticians want to go out and do nothing for free for nobody. Not no beauticians, you don't.
No. Well, maybe we can.
They want their money, and then we don't do nothing for back to school. Maybe we just go out and just we can feed some people. We'll go feed some people, whatever. We can go feed some.
Yeah, do something. You told me about the balloon. I was intending to come too, but since my husband dealing with these police, he taking up a lot of the time and using my car.
Oh, I
And I was,
understand, girl. I
and he said,
understand. Man.
he apologized for that. Baby, you did tell me that. I forgot. And I can't get my children to do much of
Oh,
nothing.
yeah.
If it ain't the
But I know my birthday's coming up here. I'm going downtown for my birthday in October. So who gonna meet me downtown, Ken? I'm gonna have me some drinks with some drinks.
Let's go have
Hey,
some
they got
drinks.
they got a wine bar downtown. But yeah, and I thought about doing me a brunch at the Louis Vuitton kitchen out there in Arlington. Where you at? I've seen you about. It's real nice, but we're gonna do some stuff. Maybe we can do some stuff. Like I said, we can do some. If we're gonna do back to school, whatever, maybe we can just get together and get some food together, and we can go sit up there by TMA. Change locations. Look by TMA and feed some people up there by TMA, and shit, that'll be it. Hang out. Meet some folks, talk to some folks. No, we ain't scared to talk to nobody. No, we hang out in the community.
Yeah, maybe we can, take donation, and if we get a few little donation, we can get what school supplies we can,
You sure can. Then what's the next holiday? The next holiday is what? Labor
Labor Day.
There's nothing to do in Labor. There's nothing to do for Labor Day. Cause I'm be eating barbecue my own self for Labor Day. So yeah. I want to go to Arkansas, but shoot. It just ain't nothing to do down there. I just don't want to go down there. I ain't got nothing to do.
It ain't nothing to do down there.
It ain't nothing to do. It ain't. Tori, Legan said her birthday is next week. All right, girl, go on.
Happy birthday,
You a Leo? Are you a Leo? Is that a Leo?
Leo, yeah, my son's birthday Wednesday. Wait a minute, what's the date? What July is?
Oh.
No, my brother's birthday Wednesday, my son's birthday Thursday. When your birthday, Leggett?
And they Leo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When your birthday, Leggett?
I can't see the chat. Look here. I'm seeing something. I want to drink. She ain't said yet. Yeah, it's good food in Arkansas. They got good soul food in Arkansas. They got that. Let's see what she said. Tuesday the 30th.
That's Tamika's birthday. My one came on the panel with us. Her birthday on the 30th.
Okay. You Leos, y'all up in the house?
Yep, them Leos. My brother be 46 on the 24th. My son be 38 on the 25th.
Yeah, I be 57 in October. I'm like, oh Lord have mercy, where my time done went? I need to go back. We buying some of my time. God damn, where my time done went?
Oh, wait a minute, cause I just turned 56 in May, and I keep telling people I'm 55.
Yeah, it be like that. How are you? I'm 50. Nah, my bad. That ain't my age. I'm older than that. My bad.
But I ain't ashamed to tell people. Like I was talking to I'm honest. I'm just real. I don't a whole lot I'm ashamed of when it comes to me. Some stuff, but I don't wear my dentures when
she be 49 years old. Oh, okay, girl, you're a young woman. Shoot.
You buy. One of my little grandson played with my.
You breaking up, girl. You breaking up. There you go. You right. There you go. Say what now?
Okay. And we was out there talking. Her little grandson played with my granddaughter, and we was out there talking. And I ain't had my dentures in my mouth, and cause I don't wear them at home. And she said, "How old are you?" And I said, "It was like right before my birthday." I said, "I'll be 56 in May." She said, "I'm 49. I'm 48." And I didn't think you that old. You don't look like you that old. I said, I ain't got my teeth in my mouth. She said, I understand that. She said, but you don't look that old. I guess they're right. Black don't crack. I said, thank you. And a lot of people like when
TT birthday.
When TT birthday?
Go ahead.
And when I'm out cutting
Next
that grass,
month, she a Leo too.
when her birthday? August what?
Next, I don't know, but I know it's next month. It's the first week, second week in August is her birthday.
My
I'm a Libra,
sister's
Tori.
my sister's is the 16th. My niece is the 5th. My granddaughter's is the 16th. That's why I be asking when their birthday, because I associate it with somebody else so I can remember. And I'm going to remember Tori because her the same day my quote-unquote best friend.
Leo purpose. She said she's a fresh Leo. Yeah, my brother's birthday is August the 13th. And for some reason, me and him don't get along. I don't know why we don't get along. But I raised him. I don't know why we don't get along. TT birthday on the 10th. Okay.
I'm going to remember that. I remember birthdays. All them years, friend, I remember your birthday.
Girl,
I don't forget my birthday.
Girl, I forget a birthday in a minute, girl. I sure will. I forget a birthday. I ain't too bad with birthdays though. I'm all right with birthdays. I ain't too bad with birthdays, but yeah.
I remember your birthday, and I remember Donisha Jackson's birthday, same day yours.
What happened to her?
I don't know. I think she might be up here somewhere.
I sure like she was so sweet. Oh, she was so sweet.
That's my friend. You know her brother Kenneth died. He had a heart attack.
Oh, he did? I remember him.
And they had an older sister too.
Yeah, she had another sister with Sharon now.
Yeah. And Kenneth had a heart attack.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was real sweet. Oh, she was so sweet. Her mom and them was so nice. Oh, her mom and them real nice.
That was my friend too.
I liked her.
That was my friend.
We might need to find her, see where she at, Pam. Maybe we can get together and hang out and stuff, girl. Shoot.
I think she up here somewhere. She was at one point, but I don't know now. But that's my friend. That's when you left, me and Donisha became friends.
Girl,
I don't know.
Girl, look here. I hated Arkansas High.
Because I didn't have many friends. Donisha Jackson was my friend. Pauline was my friend. I ain't have many. Most of the people that I really just laughed to play with was boys.
Yeah, I really had no home girls. I just had a bunch of homeboys over Arkansas High, and I mean, this one girl named was Shalonda Roberts, and for some reason, I just didn't like her. Me and her, we just didn't click for some reason. But her brother liked me. Me and her brother was fine and love her, and I liked him, and I just didn't like that girl. I don't know what, but I didn't have too many home. I didn't have no home girls at Arkansas High. I might have about maybe 2 friends I socialized with at Arkansas High. Other than that, that was it. I didn't really fool nobody.
And Sophie just wasn't really no friend of mine. She was an associate because her and Pauline were friends. So we just hung out together because her and Pauline was friends, and all 3 of our baby daddies played on the basketball team together.
So McHenry.
She just wasn't really my friend. The only friends I really had, Trina Ivy was my friend, and Donisha was my friend, and you and Pauline, them the only females that I just really would say was my friend. Cause I didn't fool Tanya Reeves, but we called her Annette Wilkerson.
Yeah, I was fighting all the time. I stayed in trouble so much. I fought so much. Girl, I don't even know how I even graduated. I was always fighting. My last fight I had at Arkansas High was Dennis Bullock. He called himself like me, having a little pumps on. Girl, I thought I was cute. Girl, me and him got into it. Girl, he gonna pull my coat. Girl, come about that coat. Girl, we were fighting about a trophy case. Girl, honey, I pulled shoes out. I put them with shoes, heels, and everything. Girl, they had to go run and get the principal. Girl, we been in a fight. We were turning the hallway down, baby. By the time Mr. McDonald come around that corner, and that same girl telling about LaShondra Thomas, the same girl telling about, she was trying to talk shit. He gonna tell her, or let her loose on you. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you up too. Y'all better get out of my way. I was girl, look here. I was just, I don't know what it was. I just went back that shit.
Me and Yolanda McCall had words in class one day. We had words in class.
You cussed her. I hope you got on her ass. I couldn't stand her. You got on her ass good. I couldn't stand that. I couldn't stand that.
I was finna fight that motherfucker. She just didn't know. She was the one who started that little book. Well, they were sitting back there talking, and so happened I had a class with Cedric brother Tim, and the boys was back there, and you know Yolanda and Tyrone started talking in 19th grade. Tyrone Shavers. She ended up marrying him too, and they were sitting there back there talking, and they got Tim pumped up, and Tim said that they were none of his brother baby, and I went off for Tim. And Yolanda McCall stuck her 2 cents in it and was talking shit. And she said my breath stank. And I turned around, I said, bitch, you didn't say my breath was stinking when I was helping you do your work. I was ready to fight her. And then Tim flipped the whole script, and she sitting back there talking. Well, if it was so motherfucking stinking, you wasn't worried about me giving you them goddamn me answers. I was going left. I was pregnant too. I was gonna fight that motherfucker. And then Tim seen I was really mad and had got, cause I turned around and cussed his ass out. I told you don't know. You wasn't there when we fucking. I know damn well who my baby daddy is. They in there trying to talk shit, and they all gonna gang up on me, and I went left. And when I turned around and cut Yolanda ass out, the whole thing script. Tim flipped the whole. That was calm down now. You know you're pregnant, but you just sit there. What difference does it make if I'm pregnant? You just sitting there talking about feeding into that shit, talking about ain't none of your brother baby either. You wasn't there when we fucking. What the hell you talking about? I went left, and I was ready to fight Yolanda in the car.
I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand.
After that, we got to 11. She just kept trying to be my friend. I speak to her. How you doing? You know, I ain't know, but I bet you won't talk no more shit about me, will you?
I couldn't stand her ass. I couldn't stand her at all.
Made me mad, cause I ain't never been no big one to brush my teeth with toothpaste. I always have used baking soda, and I know my breath wasn't stinking.
That's all we used when we was going to school back then. They was baking soda to brush our teeth.
Yeah, with. I used baking soda.
Clean our tongue and stuff. She did.
Yeah, and I knew they was trying to see if they could get a rise out of me because I was pregnant. And you know I was quiet. I ain't fool with nobody. You know that. And I'm tending to my own business, and I hear them talking about me. And I turned around, went off on Tim, and I cut Tim out and Yolanda McCall too. And then me and Tanya Reed was finna fight when we went on the senior trip, and I was pregnant then too. When we went on the senior trip, we got.
No, she was scared. She ain't gonna fight nobody, girl.
And then after all them many years, I know we had to be 30, 40, 30 something. At least now, mind you, I'm 7 months pregnant with the second baby. And for some reason, John, Tyrone, all of them was my friends. They didn't never try to holler at me or none of that. We were just friends because when I had classes with them, Carlos Cooper was smart. And a lot of them knew that I was smart. A lot of them knew that I was smart. And that's how they all became my friend because, you know, I try to help. If I see them struggling, I try to help them. Just the person that I am, I would try.
Yeah.
Wasn't none of them trying to talk to me?
Yeah.
They all knew I had a husband and he was way older than us.
Mm-hmm.
And they were my friends. And when we went to Six Flags and to the Redbird Mall and to the zoo for our senior trip, and for some reason, Tyrone, John, and Carlos Cooper all came up to me and had me toting their barrels. Why y'all single me out? I'm pregnant. I got all this belly in front of me, but they wanted me to keep their barrel. And I'm being because I was a nice person.
They know you ain't finna do nothing. You ain't finna ride no ride. You finna hold them barrels. That's what they.
But I was riding. I was riding. I was on the ride. I got on the Judge One Scream, the water ride. I got on the sombrero. I got on a lot of rides. But I wasn't tripping Cause by the time they called me, I had ate some curly fries and they made me sick, so I wasn't riding at that time. And I ain't trip. I kept their barrels till we got on the bus, and I went to give them their barrels back. And Tanya Reid want to talk shit. She over there whispering in Yolanda ear. Yolanda knew not to say nothing because I got you 2 years ago. And Tanya Reid want to talk shit. Paula Moss is my friend too. Paula Moss and Sheila Moorhead, they were my friends too.
I like the Paula.
They were my friends too. They became my friends like in the 12th grade. And Paula Moss, come on, Cassandra. I said no. Come on, Cassandra. You know you paid Michelle favors. Them were my friends too. You know you ain't got no bitch. I said fuck this little bitch. I whoop her motherfucking ass. Don't nobody want John but her.
And what he was not short. He was short.
And then I said, what I want with his little stalled off ass. I got a husband. That's why all this belly in front of me. I was finna whoop her ass on that damn bus too. And after that, when I was working at the park, I was going to she used to work at Albertson, and I used to go to the grocery store every 2 weeks. And I'd be there, and I would have my groceries. I have it down to the pack. I have it down to the dollar or down to the penny. And I would always go through her line because ain't no big deal. I know you my classmate. I come through your line, give you a little work. Maybe have a little conversation. And she said, "You come through here every 2 weeks, and you don't never go over, and you don't go very much under. You have it down to the pack." And I thought she was trying to be funny. I said, well, when you got kids like that, you got to make sure you count your pennies.
Right.
Because I would go through her line, and I would never go over, and I hit it right to the penny or right to the dollar.
Yeah.
Because I knew what I was going in the store and get, and I would always have my list, and I always have looked at the price because I'm cheap. And I'm going to look at the prices. And I would always hit it right on the head. And I guess that just amazed her. Because I would have money laying there waiting on her. I guess she was shocked because she knew I had them kids and I wasn't paying with food. Said, well, bitch, I'm coming here with a brown ass shirt, say Texarkana, Texas on one side, Parks Department on the other side. So they ain't finna give me no damn food stamp.
Okay. Not one damn penny. You understand me?
Thank you. And one give me none, but
I mean nothing.
But why they talking that bullshit? And I ain't bragging. I'm just saying I worked, and at that time I was getting child support from all 3 baby daddies.
See, I was working at Tyson. I was working at Cooper Tire, girl. Look at him. I started Cooper Tire at making $5.15. Then I became a supervisor. Then I went up to $5.55.
Girl, in 1990, when I started working at McDonald's, I was making $3.15.
God.
And I got.
How much I was making. I was in McDonald's. I was 16 years old. I worked at McDonald's, so it wasn't that much money either. Then I was in junior high.
I was making $3.15, and didn't nobody in the store get when we our evaluation. Me and Tamika was the only one. Everybody else got a nickel or 10 cents. Me and Tamika, even the managers, me and Tamika was the only ones that got a quarter. She got the quarter on the day shift, and I got the quarter on the night shift.
Now I made my most money at Tyson Food. Now that's where I would make my most money. I made more money at Tyson Food than I did at Cooper Tire.
I imagine so. And when I worked at the movie theater in 1986, that was 1986. I mean 87. Yeah, 1987. I made $2.10 an hour. Working at the movie theater.
They were taking our money back then, but they weren't paying us shit then, girl. Woo.
But shit wasn't as high as it was now.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. I remember back in the day. Go ahead.
In the summertime when we worked at the movie, we would work like on Saturdays and Sundays. And in the summertime they had matinees, and we would work all day on Saturdays and Sundays, like 10 hours sometime on Saturday and Sunday because they had matinees. We might go in 8, 9, 10 hours. We might go into 1, don't get off 10 o'clock at night. We made a little money. But back then shit wasn't high. I remember when jar of baby food was 25 cents.
Girl, you too. I remember that too, girl. I remember when they didn't have a one kind of milk when kids was first born. That was only the only kind of milk they had was Enfamil. That's the only milk they had.
No, they had Similac before they had Enfamil because my sister and brother drunk. My sister, I'm 8 years older than her, so she'll be 48 this year. And my brother, that's 46. They drunk Similac. And then when we knew anything about Enfamil is when my brother, that's in 1982, my brother that's a year older than my daughter, that's when he started drinking Enfamil.
Only thing I seen when I was going to the store, maybe the only thing I was looking at, but the only thing I seen my oldest son was for Similac, and they were back in 84.
They had Similac and Enfamil. Cause my kids drunk Enfamil, and my brother and sister, them was the first two. Me, Poker, we didn't drink that. We was titty babies, and them was the first two that drunk store-bought milk, and it was Similac.
Okay, my baby just had it, and he had an Enfamil.
And then then in 1982, when my brother came along, 1982, my brother, then I had one in 83. They drunk Enfamil.
You know, yes, it was. Because it came in a can. It's in a can. Okay, yeah. It sure was Similac. Yeah, I remember. You sure right. It was on two kinds of milk. Now it's all kind of damn milk. Emphysema. I'm like, where come all this damn kind of milk from? Back in the day, they ain't had no milk all this time. Powder milk and put this much in this. I'm like, kids break out loud. What the hell? Back then, we called them highs back then.
Yeah, we didn't know no better back then, but I tried to tell. That's why I tried to tell my granddaughter. I said, and when she had her baby 2 years ago, that's when they had the milk shortage and all that stuff. And I kept on trying to tell her, breastfeed that baby, breastfeed that baby. You see, because my youngest daughter, she breastfed all three of hers. And at the time, her and my granddaughter was pregnant at the same time. With her, she was pregnant with the last one when my granddaughter was pregnant. And I said, you see what Kiki did, how Kiki babies turned out, how they is. She breastfeed that baby. She would not listen to me. And I be damned, when that baby was born, they had to change the milk 2 or 3 times. She won't take the breast. I said, you ain't got to give her the breast. We offered to buy her a pump and everything. You ain't got to, if she don't take it, you still can pump the milk and give it to her. It's the same thing. It's the same. She wouldn't do it. And I know for about the first 4 or 5 months of that baby life, they changed that milk 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I gave Gavin numbers, but I breastfed Gavin, but my oldest son was on Similac. I mean, it was on Enfamil. But I breastfed Gavin though.
The last one was the only one I tried to breastfeed. She be my booby, and I said, oh, no more. And I think she did it on purpose, because knowing her now, she probably did it on purpose. Like, why is she putting this in my mouth? But you know what? I never did have no hard time taking none of my babies off the ball. I never did have no hard time taking my babies off no ball.
Me either.
I never did.
Me either. I didn't either.
The last one, she might have stayed on it longer than anybody else because she was, baby. But when that motherfucker woke me up one time, hit me in the head with that ball because it was empty. I was asleep and she got up. Because I used to get up, like when her daddy go to work early in the morning, I get up and fill her bottle up. So if she wake up before I wake up, the bottle would be right there. And she drank the milk up and then hit me in the head, then beat me in the head with the bottle to wake me up. And when after 2 days of getting beat in the head with the bottle, I said, you ain't getting there another one. I went bottle cook.
Yeah, with my oldest son, he was kept throwing his bottle away, and they let me know right then. Let me get your ass a sippy cup. Cause you don't want no bottle. You want you a sippy cup. So what I did was I didn't buy no more bottles. I went and bought a sippy cup, pal. Yeah. I got tired of buying no more bottles.
I got tired again. I'm telling you, that's how she used to wake me up. Drink all the milk out the bottle and beat me in the head with the bottle after it get empty. That's her way of waking me up. And pacify, everyone you would buy, she'll suck it for about 2 weeks and chuck that bitch out the window. And my mama said she did the same thing when she was little. That's how my grandma got her out to pacify. She chucked hers out the window. My grandma went by now another one. And I told her dad the same thing. I said, You every time you go buy them pacifier, she suck that pacifier. She suck it till she get the nipple big, and about 2 weeks, then she chuck it out the window. Every time she wouldn't lose it. It was when we ride, she chucked that bitch out the window. I said, "Don't buy now another one." He went in the store. That was before they closed down Echo Drugs. He went in Echo Drugs, bought another pack of pacifier. Right there in his face, she sucked it. He bought the wrong kind. She sucked it and chucked it out the window. I said, "I told you. I told you."
No, she did cut the window pad.
It was just like she knew we was in the car, and that's how she got rid of her pacifier. She throwing it out the window.
Ain't that something? She didn't want no more. She had enough of it. You can tell when kids don't want something. People just quit trying to give it to them, and you tell they don't want it. Stop trying to give it to them because they don't want it. Shit.
I told she had before that's the reason why he stopped, because she had threw the pacifier out the window. I said she don't want them. You going in there wasting money. He come out the store. He bought the wrong kind made the little not the round, the little funny shape one. She put that thing in her mouth, took it right out, and threw it out the window. I said, "Don't buy none of them. You see, I ain't buying none. She don't want them." But that was his baby, and whatever she wants, she got. She don't want that. She just showed you she didn't want it. She chunked the bitch out the window.
So that ain't what she want. Ooh, you work tomorrow, pal?
Nah, I don't work. I don't go to work till Wednesday. Most of my work is Wednesday. It's been raining out there now. I do most of my work here lately. Been Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. What's the day? Day Monday. Yeah.
The
time going by so fast. Lord, good. The first of the month, be here in a few minutes. I swear I just paid motherfucking rent.
That's what I said. Damn, I just paid these bills. Look like I'm finna pay them again.
I'm glad I ain't by myself. Ooh, Lord, child, it's just terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Friend,
oh no.
we going to the country next month on the 31st. I'm gonna see how all the rides go, and you can go if you want to. Let me see how the rides gonna go. How the rides gonna go? If ain't too many gonna ride with me, I'm gonna come get you. Cause you know my older daughter ain't got no car. And my youngest daughter, her car little. So I'm gonna see what everybody gonna do, and I don't know if my husband going or not, and I'll let you know.
Yeah. Let me know. I'm always ready to roll out.
No, we going down. We going down there to party, and then after the party, we gonna have the real party.
Okay. Yeah.
We going to the woods. We going to the woods, and we can do what we want to down there.
Oh yeah, I'm good for the woods. I'm good for that. Just let me know, girl. Let me know.
I'm gonna let you know. It ain't to the 31st of August.
Oh yeah, I'll be ready.
We having that would have been my grandma's 100th birthday, and my brother be 42. That was his birthday too. So we having a balloon release and a party.
Oh, all right then. That'll be nice. That'll be real nice. Well, all right, friend. Anything you want to say before we get up off of here?
Keep your head on swivel. Everybody take care. Love you, everybody. Each one teach one. Peace out.
That's what they say. All right then, y'all. Y'all know our motto. How the hell you gonna love somebody? You gonna love yourself. Peace.
Peace.